Why is the balls up for his nose?
I'm
Okay,
just
good.
saying, you have really big balls.
I got huge balls. Is this the real Amy Newman or is this a user?
Mr. Aboriginal.
This is the real Amy Newman. I
That's
came here to debate
Chippa.
KJV. We're going to be talking God and religion.
Yes. Yes.
I think there's a few guidelines we have to go over here, Amy, before we start this. Also, kind of just go over one of them at least with you. Sure. Okay. So you will address KJV as Her Majesty.
This is
a
free
real
speech.
guideline?
Okay, so Mr. Amy Newman, right? You've been saying that there is no creator, there is no God, right? And
Wait.
well, firstly, his name is not.
Benny's not quite
Firstly, his
ready.
name is not
Apparently.
God. Firstly, his name is not God, right? But for the sake of everybody, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, this is not a free speech zone, by the way.
It is a free
Okay.
speech. I can say anything. I can say anything.
Hold on. Have we officially started this debate, or?
I don't think
Yeah, I feel
so.
like
In
I feel like we
fact,
need a
I'm
more
just gonna
dramatic
go get something to
introduction.
write something down, but I'm listening.
I'm talking. Yes, it started. We're kicking this off.
Oh yeah, it started.
Okay,
Amy.
So there is, you're saying there is no God, and I'm going to prove that there is a creator.
The topic yet, what the debate's about.
Chippa, don't interrupt. We're trying to get the ball rolling. So KJV is going to prove that there is a creator. Please continue.
Yes. So one of the things that Mr. Newman keeps saying is, and like recently as well, he keeps saying, oh, how can there be how can Eve be created from a bone, from a rib? How is that possible? That's impossible. Explain that. And what I know, and we know today in medicine is the human rib taken from the side of Adam. His name is Adam. Okay, taken from the side. The human rib is the only thing that can regenerate itself. We know that to be true. We know that to be a fact. Yes, it grows itself back. It's the only. Yes, so look it up. This is a fact. So go look it up.
No, that's your job. You just made a claim.
No. Hey, no.
Yes,
you're gonna look this up.
No.
You're gonna look this up yourself. Yeah, you're gonna look this up yourself. The human rib is the only thing that is able to regenerate itself, to grow itself back. And Adam, the one we call Adam was formed. He was formed by clay mud from the side of a river. Okay, but Eva was built. She was built from the rib. And what I've researched and what I know is, right, Adam being made from the clay mud. Another thing that is capable of regenerating itself is the skin, the human skin. And what I've found out and what I know is whenever you burn or you cut the flesh.
Actually, can I interject really quick? White people can regenerate.
No, I'm talking. When you burn or you cut the flesh, you take the skin off, right? For it to grow itself back like nothing happened, you got to mix bentonite clay with good quality water. Bentonite clay is volcanic ash, right? Volcanic ash. You mix that and you put it on the flesh, okay? And you wrap it up. You keep it moist for a few days. When you take it off after a few days, it's like absolutely nothing ever happened. The skin grows itself back like nothing ever happened. So you're taking clay and putting on something that was made and formed from clay to help it regenerate itself.
Makes sense.
I mean, why is it this taught in science class? I mean, clearly,
yes.
this
and you
makes
can't,
sense.
and you can't also say science here. You can't claim that word. because we know these books and these Bibles to be very, very old, from a long time
We
ago.
agree on that.
It predates these modern so-called current scientists. So yeah, but that word science is already claimed in the book of Genesis. The tree of science is actually what it says. The tree of science. The actual word science is in there in the book of Genesis. But
So
somebody very demonic and evil changed that word, changed it,
What?
and called it the tree of knowledge. Okay, somebody deliberately changed that. But that word science has already been claimed. The same way the word science is also in the book of Timothy. Again, it says science. They're very, very precise words.
So yeah,
So
knowledge does not come from a tree. It's not the. I know it says the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the Bible. However, that's not a real thing. That's a
that
fairy
is not the
tale.
real
and myth.
translation. That's not the real translation. It says the tree of science. It doesn't actually say the tree of knowledge. The actual
What
word
kind
is
of
the tree of science.
knowledge?
And somebody
That makes
changed
no sense.
that word science. They changed it to call it the tree of knowledge. And
No,
when you go look in the dictionary, go look up what does the word science mean? It means knowledge.
yeah,
So somebody
science in its
deliberately did that.
etymology has knowledge as it's forming. However, the actual process by which science works is by peer review.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
ask,
So
what kind of knowledge do you think the tree's talking about?
Well, to be
Peer
honest
review.
with you, she would have to ask the people that she gets this from on the side of the bus, and so I don't know if she has the
What
bus or
bus?
access to
Keep
the
it
bus
clean
where
here.
the
Keep it clean.
bus
There's
is
no
going.
need for insults.
what
Make your
bus? What are you talking
response.
about?
Make your response.
What bus? What's this bus?
Yes,
Sure.
What's going
Nikos
on?
is in
I,
the house,
I
motherfuckers.
just
Don't.
I
What's this bus?
apologize to the people on the bus where she gets this from. They're probably very nice.
I love you,
that's an
Benny.
Buy them a coffee.
You're trying to
you're
wait. You're
insinuating
trying
that
to
people who
insult me,
ride
but
the
it's going
bus
over
are
my
We're,
head. I
we're
have
somehow.
gonna
no
get
idea what
married.
you're
We're
talking
gonna get
about.
married
I
someday, right?
This is some
agree
bizarre
with both of
insult to
those
people who
statements,
ride.
KJV. I
Are
think
you
you
are
are
you
Yeah,
are you
both of them.
yeah.
insinuating that
All
people
right.
who take public
Okay.
Maybe, I
So
don't
yeah.
know.
transportation are
Is that a
somehow
Okay then.
match
So
made in
superior
hell or
let's
or
carry
heaven?
on.
something?
So let's carry on.
Oh, calm
Let's
down,
carry
Adam
on.
and Steve. But
Yeah, let's carry on without insulting people who take public transportation.
No, I
not
love
me
people
and
who take
not
public
an Adam, me,
transportation. I had to do
Steve.
No,
We
so
I
know
to
each other. We kill
point
each other.
myself.
detected a subtle insult
We
to
don't
people
even.
who take public transportation. Unnecessary.
It was a subtle dig at where she gets
Whatever.
information.
Okay,
That is
whatever.
true.
The
Yes. So
information that I
I
get
pulled out
are
the
from the
yellow
books that
card.
I
Oh,
That
research.
was a yellow
you're
card.
I
debating my
research
subject.
these books.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Your so-called scientists, yeah, right?
Who's Amy?
Don't give you this information. I know a lot more than they do.
Amy's a cunt.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
all I
you
have
And
to
do.
say.
and no, and you know, but you
And
get
no,
you
I
get
cock
sir,
sissies.
sir,
That's different.
Sorry,
Mr.
I
Newman,
had to say
Mr.
it.
Amy Newman, you get your information from government God. Okay?
Yeah.
Government got it.
Yeah?
The G-Man. I actually get my information straight
You,
from the
you
From
sound like a
government
guy
God.
though. Why is your name Amy?
He's a
because
man.
I'm a tranny.
Oh,
Is that
Yes,
sorry.
he's got
is that
mental illness. He's
Yeah,
got
unless
that's
you
mental
want to
true.
go
illness.
into
Just
that?
so you know.
Oh. Okay.
But
So,
we're
anyways,
supposed to be talking God and
And
religion. In
just
fact, this is
okay.
supposed to be a 1v1
circumcision.
debate.
Okay. First of all,
Yes.
Listen,
Let's talk about
What?
circumcision.
This is
It is a
a
topic
debate.
that
This
KJV
is
has
a
never
this
been
is
able to
a
respond
debate
to.
between me and this man. Okay,
yeah,
so try
he's
not
a,
to
Yeah.
interrupt. Okay.
Excuse
sorry,
me,
So
you're supposed to
I'm
call me
sorry. I
sir
won't.
or daddy. Those are my only two pronouns I will accept from KJV.
Okay,
yeah. So
sir.
why do you try
What
and
is
look like
your
a little girl then?
response without
You're an
Oh,
insulting
this
adult
is
people who
man,
just
take
nearly
the
public
way
40
that
years
transportation?
old.
your daddy dresses.
You're
Does
an
it
Wait,
adult
wait,
bother
wait,
you,
man,
wait, wait, wait.
nearly
KJV?
Let the
40
man,
years
let the
old,
KJV, let
but
the
you
man
dress up
speak. What
as
is
a
your
little girl.
response
Exactly. Don't
to
question daddy,
without
Okay.
KJV.
insulting
Okay. So
public transportation?
let's carry on. Let's carry on talking about the book. So let's carry on talking about the book. Okay.
Yes, the book of
So
the
I've
people.
just smashed you on that. I've just smashed you on that. Yeah. Right.
Yes,
So you
the
can try
mud
and rebut if
river
you
and
want that
clay
there is no God.
pies. The mud pies.
How can you rebut
Okay.
that there is no creator?
So there is no creator to the universe because all of the current evidence that we have so far is that natural laws do not come from beings, and that there is no
What
good
evidence?
empirical evidence for a consciousness that exists outside of a mind or a body. And so a god would be a plot device. In fact, it would be a literal deus ex machina.
What
Okay.
evidence? Who did
Oh
you
my
get
God.
this
Okay.
evidence from? Who
Can I
told you these
chime in?
things?
Can I chime in?
No, you can't, because this is
No,
not a
Nico,
debate.
Nico,
This is not a
please
conversation.
be
This is a
respectful.
debate between me and
This
Amy
is
Newman.
between
Okay?
KJV
I was
and
sticking up for
Mr.
you
Amy
though.
Newman.
I'm sticking up for you,
No,
Kate.
don't stick up for me. I've got my own back. Don't worry about it. So, Mr.
Okay.
Newman,
Oh my God.
Mr.
Well,
Amy Newman, right? Who
oh
told
my
you these
God.
things?
About
Who told
which?
you
The
these
lack
things?
of good evidence for a god, or that consciousness
Yes, okay,
needs
I can
a...
prove. I can prove, and everybody here can prove there is a creator, there is a God. Okay, he has a location, and he has another location, which is in the subconscious mind. We are self-healing robots. We are self-healing machines. All this information I find out in the books of what we are. He is in the subconscious mind, and that is why your people, Mr. Amy Newman, yeah, you synagogue of Satan, fake Jews, spend so
That's what I
much
said.
money
That's
trying
what I
to
was gonna say
bombard
though.
It took her
trying to
15 minutes to get
bombard
there.
our
I'll give her
subconscious,
credit.
trying to bombard our subconscious mind with a lot
Oh my
of
God.
bullshit advertising, television, music, trying to destroy it. But there is an emergency 999 or 911 phone call anyone here can make to the super creator, and this is how you contact him. You fast for 3 days, no
Oh.
food and no water, and if you're in an emergency, there's something you really, really need that you want. In those 3 days during that your dry fast, you could. Some people also do water fast. You ask him for anything you want, you automatically get it.
Automatic. And
No
so you
matter what it
never
is,
asked?
no
Wow.
matter what it is, no matter how big your situation is, you fast for 3 days. You ask for anything you want, you automatically get it.
So you've
And there
never
are a
asked
lot
for
of
world
people.
peace?
Look.
That's a
There
little
are
shitty of
a
you.
lot of people in this world who also put this into practice. They make videos about it. You don't have to be religious to do this. You do
You
it,
can find
and
it
he
on
answers you.
www.blogspot.com.
So,
I
So
can
what are
say
you
this
Newman,
proof.
talking
sir,
about?
There's
There's
we
nothing,
have
Mr.
proof of.
Newman, you need to understand this, okay?
God,
You try to run to
God,
comedy
chime in. I'm
to
Greek,
hide. You try to,
motherfuckers.
you think you're being funny, but you're not funny, okay?
Who?
Yeah, don't run away to
a
your
little.
comfort zone by trying to, you're trying to be comedic, but it's not funny. You just like,
No,
it's just
no,
falling
no.
flat. Like the other day, the other day when those people did not laugh at your jokes, and then you had to get off stage. Okay, you're not as funny as you think you
Genital
are.
mutilation is no joke. Genital
Uh,
mutilation is no joke.
That's true.
Yes,
Genital
Mr. Newman.
mutilation is no joke. Can we all
Okay,
agree
so
that
let's
no
keep,
children should be
so
circumcised? Can we agree with that,
I can
KJV?
prove,
It's really
I
easy.
can
Just say
prove,
yes.
I can
Yes,
prove, and
I don't think circumcision is
people,
moral.
I have just told
Oh
people
wait, you're
how
against?
they can
Hold on.
prove
So I
that there
get
is a creator.
circumcision.
Wait.
No,
I
she
have
doesn't
just
answer any question
I have
about
just told
circumcision.
people, I have just told people how
I'm
they can prove
confused.
there is
I'm
a
so
creator,
confused.
Oh, so
how
is
they can
she.
prove
Don't
there is
worry.
a God.
How, well, should we go first of all with the lack of good evidence? So, for example, I don't think that people came from mud rivers or clay pies. I don't think that Adam.
Okay, so this is how the book of Genesis actually starts. This is what it says. In the beginning,
science text.
the powerful ones created the heavens and the earth. And then I found out from other books what happened. These powerful ones created apes and gorillas, and they were like very pampered pets. They came here in order to dig for gold, right?
So basically, they made everything up to control us.
They
I think that's the
decided
best
they're
way
going
to say
to,
it.
and then later they decided they're going to create a more advanced being, okay, than the apes and the gorillas. So they created humans, good machines.
And we know this
That is how the book of Genesis starts.
I know.
That is how
And
the Book of
why
Genesis starts.
shouldn't we begin with Iron Age goat herders? I feel like when we want to know science, those are the people that we should go to.
Remember, you can't claim that word science. It's already in the Book of Genesis. I say the word science. You could say knowledge.
No, I'm gonna say science. You could say
You
things
can't,
I
because if
found
you're
randomly
saying
in a
science,
book.
that means you're agreeing with the books. You're agreeing with the
I-
Bible.
What
But
is
the
your
Book of
definition of
Genesis, the
science?
very, very old book, claimed the word science first. So you can't just all of a sudden decide you're claiming the word science.
I think he meant to say Bronze Age.
And Mr. Amy Newman, it is your people that we are warned against, who've been deliberately corrupting and changing these books, changing the Bibles, deliberately removing
it's not
entire
that
books, entire verses and entire chapters. Removing
not
it.
that we're-
You've been doing it slowly, and we
It's
are
not
warned
that we're
against you.
changing the
We are
books.
warned against you. We are warned against you and your people. Okay.
Okay, first
And we
of all,
know, and I know about
you are
eschatology,
reading
right?
from
And the end times.
Can we all just get along?
KJV, let the man
No,
speak. He's
no,
trying to
no,
respond.
Mr. Amy Newman.
Eventually,
Why
you
is
do
it
have
that
to let me have the other side. Like a debate is back and
Are
forth.
you against
Yeah,
circumcision,
KJV,
Amy
KJV, let
Newman?
him
Are
speak.
you
He's
against
trying to respond.
circumcision?
Unless you're 18.
No, fuck you,
Well-
Amy Newman. I've seen your failed comedy stand-up.
Hey guys,
It's
you gotta
asshole.
let him at
Thank
some
you.
point. You
I
gotta
don't
let him
know-
He's faking.
respond.
He's
You
faking.
have an
Andy, just
opinion,
please
and
try not
comedy
to
is
insult public
subjective, but that
transportation.
has nothing to do with
There's
my
With your
no,
man. Shut the
genital
fuck up with your
mutilation is
man
no
hands,
joke.
bitch.
with
Genital
my.
mutilation
Oh,
is no
I'm
joke.
glad to know you're watching. I can you can
you
put
know.
your hands to
Yeah,
use later.
shit.
You like Madonna?
She's okay.
Ah! I like. Oh God!
I love.
See,
It's just
I'm
before my
kidding.
time. I wish I knew.
Before your. Oh my God!
Shut the
Okay,
fuck up.
Jesus.
Hey, MGM.
What?
Shut the
I mean,
fuck up for a
she's
second,
amazing.
bitch.
Okay, so she's amazing and
No,
brilliant.
I just did that for Benny. No, I just put that.
Oh,
for Benny.
gotcha.
It's
Honestly,
like a joke. It's like we
it's
have an
supposed to be
inside joke.
between me
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
Mr. Newman here. Like you know.
Yes, and is Newman? That's you're Jewish. Is that you're
So
Jewish?
I
Yeah,
am, and
yeah,
it's true.
guys,
It is true.
we have
No,
gone
you can't.
totally
No,
off the
sir. No,
rails.
you can't do
Only
that because
KJV and
you're
Mr. Newman should be
you're no
speaking.
longer a man. Yeah, you're an adult man dressing up as a
I
little
am
girl.
a male
You're
to
no longer a
female
man. You're
transgender
saying you're no
woman.
longer white of flesh.
You
And
sound
now
like
you're
a little
saying
girl,
you're no
but
longer
that's
Jewish.
a little bit
But
different.
for you to be Jewish, sir, you are ethno-religious. This is what you people call yourself, ethno-religious.
Hey,
And
can
you're saying
I
you're an
ask?
atheist, but you're Jewish. You're Jewish. When we know the Negroes, which you Jewish people bought and put on your own Jewish ships
You are
and
the
enslaved.
only
The
racist
Negroes
black.
are the real
Well,
Jews.
you're not a
The
black
Negroes
Hebrew
are the real
Israelite, but
Jews.
you
by
are
flesh
somehow
and blood.
racist and still pushing that meme. It's
The
interesting.
Negroes are the real Jews, and you synagogue are saying fake Jews. Okay, how do we prove the books and there is a creator and the Bible is real? So the super creator, okay, talks about you people, Mr. Amy Newman, in Book of Revelation chapter 2 verse 9 and Book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 9. We warned against you people twice, back to back, 2 times. Calls you the synagogue of Satan. Those who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Written by
We-
Jews, woman.
This
You are
is in the
saying the
book of
Torah.
Revelation.
Okay.
Revelation. In the end times, we are warned about you
Give him a
people.
little
We
break.
also told about your
He's
Pizzagate.
against circumcision, right?
We are also told about you and
She
your
will never
Pizzagate.
answer that question on circumcision. She'll change the
Pizzagate is in
subject.
the Bible. You and your family member, Mr. Jeffrey Epstein, yeah, and Bill Gates, yeah, all you devil worshipping pedophiles, yes. So we're warned against you in the Bible. It calls you people out by name. So you're saying there is no creator, there is no God, but then why is it calling you guys by name?
It's not. It's literally the Jews kind of outgrouping someone else, and then you're just kind of outgrouping someone else.
Which Jews? Because the Negroes are the real Jews. They're the lions of the tribe of Yehuda.
So,
And
like I said,
it's not Jews. The letter J was only invented 500 years ago. It's not that long ago, okay? Right? The letter J, original
KJV, you
KJV does
gotta
not
let
even
him
have.
See,
respond at some
now I'm
point.
gonna have to be mean.
It doesn't even have letter J's written in it, even though it does say King James Version of the Bible
See,
with a J in it.
KJV.
No. Stop 1 second, yeah?
You
It is
have okay.
Yahuda.
You know what? I'm giving you rope. Take all the rope you need.
Yahuda. It is Yahuda, not Judah. It is Yahuda. So you Jewish
but like,
people, you're Jewish, like somebody is childish. You've got
but
that
like I
ish in
said,
there, but you're
but
not
like
the Jew.
yeah, I'm not Jewish anymore. But like I was saying,
No, you never
this
were.
you got this the real Jews type of mentality. Like I said, this comes from
Everybody
the
knows
guy
Hitler
on the
knows
bus.
who the real Jews are.
So
The Russians worship
just
a
What
because
Negro
bus?
Jesus,
Why do
a
you gotta
Negro
keep
Mary,
going
and
back to
Negro
this
saints. The
insult
Russians
towards
know who
public
the real Jews
transportation?
are.
just
I
Everybody.
think
because
what is
Betty
the deal
doesn't
with
like
you
that
and
the
public
guy
North
on the
transportation?
Koreans,
bus
the
What
North
is your
Koreans know who the
prejudice?
real Jews are.
Look,
Everybody knows who
What
the
is
real
your
Jews are.
prejudice
And they
against
know that
public
they're the
transportation?
Negroes. They know that they're the Negroes, that
No,
your
no.
synagogue of Satan,
No.
fake Jew people,
He
took on
had
slave ships.
you're
he
gonna have to both,
basically
you're gonna
he
have to both
had the cup
settle down for a
and
bit.
he was the bus driver was yelling at him and he was like, I know who the real Jews are, and he was trying to offer his cup to people, and you know, you put a little bit in and then he walks away. You do what you can.
What about the Russians? What about the Russians?
What about what a pivot. What about the
Yeah,
Russians?
they
You're gonna have
worship.
to start this. You're gonna have to start this
Russians
whole bus
worship
over again. You guys are,
Negroes. The Russians in their churches worship a Negro Jesus. The Negro Moses. The Russians know who the real Jews are. What about Hitler? He did
Yeah.
not write Mein Kampf. That's a fake
Wow,
book
it took
that
us
your
this
people
long to
wrote.
get to Godwin's
He did not.
law.
Hitler had a real book,
Yeah.
and in it he calls your people bastards, you frauds, and then he says in the book the Negroes are the real Jews, God's jewelry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is someone who believes in the book, the Bible, and they are using Hitler as their defense as who are
Yes.
the real Jews. There you
Yes.
go.
Yeah,
ladies
and
gentlemen.
you're viciously
Yes.
attacking people who take public transportation
Yeah.
And
in
Betty,
a completely
Betty's
unjustified
made
attack, a
come
series
here
of
and stop
attacks
attacking
out of
people on the
nowhere,
bus.
In
What
Germany,
did people on the
unprovoked.
bus ever do?
Bullshit did not happen. Did not happen.
Oh, God.
We know the truth of what you really did to the German people. Okay? And
We
again,
won the war.
again, what happened
Hey,
is
yes, I lost. You sore
Pizzagate.
losers. Oh,
Pizzagate.
Jesus.
After you destroyed their economy, destroyed their land, got into their laws, okay? Everything you were doing, okay, they were handling that, yeah? But then
Hey.
Pizzagate happened and they got mad. Before you were in Germany, you were in a different country, in a different nation, in the UK.
all right.
You were in England, and again, you were destroying the economy, destroying everything there, and Pizzagate happened. Pizzagate,
Hey.
you guys,
All right,
everywhere you go, you've been
stop
kicked.
for a minute here.
You
I'm
have been
sorry,
kicked
KJV.
out. You have been
You're gonna
kicked
have
out
to
of
be quiet
over
for just a
400.
minute. I'm sorry to do that. I've just muted both of you just for a minute. We're going to start over and we're going to respect each other and we're going to introduce the topic because I don't even know what your positions are.
Mate.
Wait a minute.
Bollocks.
Okay, just wait a moment. All right.
Bollocks to this. No.
Well,
We're going to tell the truth, and this is free speech here. We're going to tell the truth.
The thing
I
is,
also had an opening
It's always
statement.
Pizzagate. You guys are always getting caught in Pizzagate all the bloody time, and you get kicked out.
All right. The thing is that if nobody can understand what you're saying about the other person or what the other person's position is, we need the debate presented in a way that people can understand it because I don't even know, what the position is.
I don't understand. I overstand, sir.
That's right.
All right. So what is the contention? What can you agree on and what is it that you don't agree on?
So can I have an opening statement. I have it prepared. If you don't mind, just giving me like
Does
a
it
minute or two
involve
just to say
attacking public transportation?
it. No, it doesn't.
Well, I just cool it with that. You know, it's a bit much.
Do you take public transit? I mean, I've had epilepsy where I couldn't drive on a year. I had to use a bus.
Go on with your statement.
Okay. God and religion. For thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years, people have held a belief in a god, or oftentimes many gods. like we see with the pantheons. Though nowadays the Abrahamic ones have consolidated a majority of believers into the big G, all-powerful, all-knowing, cares what we do in bed type of God. The same is true of religion, existing in some form of another since humans have been around, mostly tying itself to the notion of a deity, and particularly to the worship of said deity. However, a religion is more the overarching belief system that comes along with.
The Bible and Torah is anti-religion. It's anti-religion. So don't
I'm
accuse me
almost
of doing
done.
something. It's anti-religion. It calls religion the traditions of men. It is
I get to that.
anti-religion. Yes, no, yes. So stop talking
There
about
you
religion.
go. The holy
Stop talking
text
about
says
religion.
it's not
It
religion.
is anti-religion. You can't accuse the creator of creating religion when he says religion is the traditions of men. He is anti-religion. Jeremiah chapter 10, 1 to 5. Jeremiah chapter 10, 1 to 5 even warns us against
Can I
Christianity.
just get
Book
through
of
the rest
Revelation,
of my opening
it warns us
statement?
against Islam. The Bible warns us against idol worshiping, even in the commandments. So
these are just random rules made by men. It wasn't inspired by God. The Bible was just written by men, inspired by men. There is no creator. It's just a bunch of stuff.
Okay, yes, there is a creator, and I just told
there isn't.
I've instructed
You just claiming
people,
so doesn't make it true.
Mr. Synagogue of
There is
Satan.
no Satan. There are no synagogue of
Satans. There is a creator. They can prove there is a creator. And Book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9, reads as follows, and calls you out by name, sir. It says, I know thy works and tribulations to the Negroes and poverties, but thou art rich.
Use that term.
And I know the
just
blasphemy.
Made that up.
Stop. And I know the blasphemy
Stop.
of
This
them
is my opening
which
statement,
say
woman.
they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, Mr. Amy Newman. We are warned against you by name. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And let's now go to chapter 3, verse 9.
Why
because
are you
it warns us against
Can't
you.
you have your own opening
back,
statement? Can I just finish my opening
We are
statement?
warned against you back to back, Mr. Amy Newman. Okay? Let me read. Okay.
You know you're not religious because of your religion.
Behold,
it makes complete sense.
Behold, Book of Revelation. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. You lie about absolutely everything, sir. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. You will bow down to the Negroes, is what they say. Okay, and Mr. Amy Newman, you are an adult man, nearly 40 years old, okay, a transgender, screaming that, oh, you're an atheist, yet the most famous transgender in the world is Baphomet, aka the devil. Okay, and I see your channel when you keep like emulating.
I have Baphomet actually behind me.
You're emulating a demon, sir. Okay, and you're of the synagogue of Satan. On top of that,
you didn't have to give that long a spiel for you to tell us that you wanted a black daddy. I get it. Okay.
Wait till you. Hey, no. Okay. Let's read in the Bible what Jesus looks like. Yeah, he's a Negro with pure white Afro hair and beard. Okay. And then let's read what God, which stands for Gorilla of Death, which is an insult.
I'm gonna have to ask you what the
calling him God isn't an insult. It stands for Gorilla of Death. Wait till you see what he looks like.
What is it you're trying to prove?
He's a giant. He's a giant of Negro appearance with pure white Afro hair and beard. And what does the color of his flesh look like? Let's read that.
How about this? Instead of on back of the bus,
there is
this
a
is
God.
what
How
the
about
people
that?
told her.
Here we go again with the bus thing.
How about by the
what
padded
is with
walls?
you? Enough is enough. Let it go.
Stop. Let the people in transportation go.
This is a debate. Get out. Go to sleep.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish my thing. Okay, so mostly tie itself to the notion of a deity, and particularly the worship of a said deity. However, a religion is, and I am on cam, I'm on my stream. If you'd like me to give me here, I don't know if I can do double cam. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do double cam, Benny. I heart you. Particularly the worship of said deity, exactly. However, a religion is more than an overarching belief system that comes with. This hypothesis was the prevailing one until about the Age of Enlightenment. Here, science, reason, and evidence begin to win out against faith, religion, and claims of miracles.
You can't claim the word science.
Though,
Okay,
what's
and
the
let's talk about the
difference?
technologies. Let's talk about the
Can we
technologies, because remember, science is in the Bible first. Before you fake Jews, okay, and your
Really?
government God
And you
brainwash
are not a
people.
Jew. Are you a Jew? Are you a Jew, KJV?
You
you a
are the
Jew?
synagogue of
Are
Satan. You're a
you
fake
a
Jew. The
Jewish
Negroes are the
person?
real Jews.
Are you a
Guys,
Jewish
The
God
Negroes
person?
are
damn
the
it,
real
yo.
Jews.
Benny, this is
Shut
not a
pretty
debate.
pissed
This is
up.
I'm not pissed at myself, but you guys are honestly frying my brain cells. Stop.
Go away, go away. Like, who the fuck are you? This is a debate. Get out.
You shut the fuck up, bitch.
No,
First
I
of
won't
all.
shut the fuck up. This is my
Yeah.
fucking debate. You get the fuck out.
Oh, you
Bounce.
guys sound like fucking two little autistic
Bounce,
schoolgirls
Bounce.
going back and forth.
Yes, it's a fucking debate, you idiot. Bounce. Get the fuck out
no,
of here.
they don't.
This is
You're
not a
really, you're
debate. though.
entitled your
by
allies.
definition,
Nobody's
it's not a
talking to you.
debate.
Mr. Amy Newman, you can't claim that word science. It was in the books first. It's in the books first. You can't start saying science this and science that. And I
And my daddy told me this.
I questioned you yesterday about, all these things that you were being told. And you said, well, yeah, it's the government. The government says this, the government says that.
No, I never used the word the government. You used the word government.
No,
me.
sir.
Quote me.
Saying, yeah. You're saying, well, somebody has already discovered it. So we don't have to use our own brains and our own minds to do our own work because somebody, and I say, who is this somebody? And then every time I dig and research, everything is fake. Like your evolution, it's called a theory of evolution for a reason. A theory is a theory and not a proven
There you go.
fact.
She doesn't know what a theory is.
A theory and not a proven fact. It's fake. It's fake. And I've also discovered the people
So
who
you're
also
scientifically illiterate. That's okay.
Who looked at
Hey,
listen. With your fake burns and your bullshit and your petrified words, everything is a lie. You lie about everything. You have no proof of anything. Like gravity, it's called the theory of gravity for a reason. You can't just be telling people theories and then saying it is a proven fact.
We
it
can
is
solve
not.
this
There we
with
go.
one question.
Oh my.
Are you against
A theory
circumcision,
is a theory.
Amy
So you
Newman?
can't be saying about
Yes, I am.
evolution, Mr. Amy Newman.
So,
No, we can solve this in one question. KJV, are you
like it's
against
also
circumcision?
fake that you're a little girl, which you're not. Okay, with your
he
mental
wants to be
illness.
whatever but he's
Aren't
against
you against
the
children?
genital mutilation.
Mr. Amy Newman has been having mental illnesses since he was a teenager. He's now nearly 40, and he's an old adult man pretending to be a little
he
girl.
says he's against circumcision, so he's good in my book.
Well, I mean, if you're 18 and you want to get circumcised, I guess go do it.
Sir,
not even
that is a lie. That is a lie. Mr. Amy Newman says he wants
I don't
to
think you
kidnap
should do
other
it
people's
because
children.
Nobody should
He
do it.
wants to kidnap other
Well, no,
people's
I
children.
agree with you. I can't control
No,
people,
no,
but I
no,
agree.
no,
I don't
no.
think that anyone should do it. I don't think anyone should.
Good.
Okay, no. Miss, but then don't contradict yourself then, Mr. Amy Newman.
Because I
you
actually
you
give
want
a
to
shit
kidnap other
about
people's children,
families,
and you want to
tradition,
castrate those
and
children. You want
children,
to
and she
wanna
doesn't.
hear.
That's the
children.
difference.
I don't want
You want to
to
slice up their, you want to
Please.
slice up their breast, and you want to castrate them and turn them transgender. That is what you said about children. So don't be saying you disagree with
KJV, I told
circumcision.
you that I think we should be pumping
you disagree with
hormones.
circumcision when you want to slice up and castrate other people's children. You can't
It's
say that.
true. I honestly,
so
I
don't
don't
lie.
think that
So
you
don't
should
lie.
start hormones at like 6 or 7. I think you should start hormones at
those
like
children
week
with
6 or
synthetic
7.
chemicals.
We should just inject the hormones right in at the fetus.
You can't.
And
Don't
then
do that, sir. Because
right in there.
I've got your video. I've got your
Do
video.
you? This is
Tell
being
them.
recorded?
Okay, Mr. Amy
Oh my
Newman
God.
also says
Is this
he's
the FBI?
against circumcision. You're against circumcision, but yet you're saying that children should be slaughtered in the womb and pre-birth and post-birth. You said even a 72-year-old adult man, can be aborted. You said they could be killed. You said no
did.
matter what age the
But
person
I
is, they
corrected
can be
you.
killed, and
KJV,
they have no right to live in their mother's bellies.
but
They
I
have no
corrected
right to that.
you. Excuse
No,
me, I
no,
corrected you.
Don't lie,
I
because
said
I will post that
72
video
was being
again and we can
ageist.
watch it
No,
right now.
I said
I will
72
post
was
that
being
video
ageist.
again and we can
I
watch
think
it
you
right
should
now.
have
Your
an
very own
abortion
words.
up to 100. It doesn't matter how old. I think you should have an abortion
You
up to
will
120
slaughter. You will
years,
slaughter somebody.
200
You
years. I
can't
think you
call
should
it
have an abortion up
abortion.
to
You will
300 years.
slaughter. You're gonna slaughter somebody that's 72. You're gonna slaughter somebody that's 25. You're gonna slaughter somebody before they're born at 7 months, at 4 weeks. You're gonna slaughter them, and you're calling it abortion. You're saying that, oh, to get rid of abortion, they
True.
should just grow babies in pods, and then
Exactly.
now you're saying, oh, you don't believe in circumcision, but you will slaughter and slice up and castrate people,
We
Mr.
actually-
Amy Newman.
It's the only way we can put them into the Matrix, and so
You're
can criticize
abysmal.
it. But
Honestly, you're an abomination unto desolation. You're absolutely abysmal, sir.
thank you. Can I get through?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just gonna.
and you say, no, there is no God, there is no creator, when he warns us against you and calls you out by name. He
does.
says, watch out for these fuckers. They do Pizzagate. They
It's
pretend that they're
crazy.
the Jews, and they're not the Jews.
I
And
didn't
they
want
go,
to pat
they
myself.
came from Asia, they ended up in Ukraine. Gog of Magog. You ended up in Ukraine. And you go to nations and you corrupt it and you destroy it. And you do LGBTQIAPPZ+. The last P is for pedosexual, and the Z is for zoophilia. This is what you're pushing in Germany right now. And it's you, it's always you.
True.
All the fucking time. History repeating itself over and over again. Pizzagate, abortion, it's always you. And you always practice your evil on the Negroes first before you spread it to all of us. So how are you saying there is no God and there is no creator when he explicitly warns us against you and your people and calls you out by name?
I honestly couldn't believe it, but I'm looking in there now, and it says Yahweh has declared Amy Newman a Muhammad, the synagogue of Satan.
Of
Holy
Satan.
shit!
They do
KJV,
LGBT.
you're
In
right.
the book of the B,
God.
it says how you do your porn. Who's fucking responsible for that shit?
I assume the JLOs?
You fucking people.
Yes, exactly. It's actually the
Yes.
reason why you don't
It's
pay your
always
taxes.
you.
It's
It's
the
always
reason
you.
that your father never
introduced
hugs
this
you.
degenerate,
It's all the Jews.
demonic, satanic filth. It is always you people. And you say, no, there is no God, there is no God. Yeah, you're fucking emulating Baphomet. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, I mean, I feel like Bahamut is someone, he's so cute and adorable. It's someone to look up to.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
maybe
talking about
maybe
now?
you just haven't seen a
Your
recent
mental
picture of Bahamut.
illness is showing. Your mental illness is showing. You're
That's
glitching,
true.
sir. You're glitching,
I
sir.
honestly,
We're in a
the
conversation
longer
now.
I talk to you, the longer I feel like I could understand mental illness. You are correct.
Okay, Mr. Nearly 40 years old, pretending to be a little girl, yeah? With your penis and balls, yet you want to castrate other people's children. But you keep your own
day,
penis and
every day.
balls. All right, Mr. Amy Newman.
Yes. Anyway, I think it was
There is a God,
science
and
that
he
driven
warns
you.
us against you. He warns us against you. There is a creator.
Sure.
He calls you out by name. And he says, in the end times, the Negroes are going to wake up. In their land of the captivity, they're going to snap awake. Some sort of supernatural event is going to snap awake. And they're going to realize that, yes, they are the Jews. That they've been under these curses. And your people's going to be exposed. And we're all going to witness this bullshit. Why does the Bible talk about technology? Why do the Negroes keep singing about UFOs? Why do they keep singing about UFOs? Why do scientific literature keep saying that they've got this like 9 DNA series
You have like
or
a
DNA
checklist at home.
Why does
and you're
it say
just
the
like,
Negroes are aliens?
What
Why
is...
does it say the Negroes are aliens? Why am I reading about UFOs in the Bible? Why am I reading about lightsabers? Why am I reading about technology? A quick write and read. Why am I reading about movies? Avatar, The Matrix, Terminator, X X-Men. Why am I reading about that in the books in the Bible?
We can just listen
Because-
to you, KJV.
Because Mr. Amy Newman, you people are not creative. You're the synagogue of Satan. You run Holly Jew. You're not creative. You can only repeat. Only humans are creative, but not you people. You can only repeat what you already know. And you deliberately, your people deliberately remove these books. Okay?
Sure.
And this is free information. This is free information, and you're selling it back
It's
to
just
us
gonna
for a
make it
fee
through
and
monetization.
calling it fiction. And you're calling it fiction. You're calling it fiction. And I'm reading about all these things, these movies that we've been told is fiction. I'm reading about it in the Bible. How is that possible? Mr. Newman, how is it possible that the Bible is saying to me that your people are going to be doing LGBTQ and Pizzagate, and you're going to be found out in the end?
Yeah, you know the funny thing? You can't groom children to be gay, but you can indoctrinate them with religion. Anyway, you know what's the difference between science and religion? With religion, we have faith claims that cannot be put to any sort of
I already
rigorous...
told you the Bible is anti-religion. The
Literally,
Jesus
not even a
anti-religion.
period. I know where the periods
anti-religion,
are on this
sir.
sentence. I
It
didn't
is
even make it to the
anti-religion.
period.
So why are you talking about religion again? Why are you doing that? It is
Why? 'Cause
anti-religion.
you're
It even
religious?
says to you. It even says to you it is anti-religion. So why are you talking about religion? Why are you
Your
trying
holy
to drag
text says you're not religious?
religion? Whose
Oh,
religion are you
then
trying to
by
drag?
all
Listen,
means.
whose religion? Whose
Sure.
religion?
I'll tell you what. If you never quote the Torah or the Gospel again, I won't call you religious.
It is anti-religion.
The holy text.
It calls
of
religion
the...
the traditions of men.
Who cares? No one cares. It's a holy book.
Everybody
it's
should
religious.
care. It should care.
But
It's anti-Christianity.
No one. We shouldn't take the Bible as
It's
true.
anti-Christianity. It's anti-Christianity. But on the same breath, it writes a love letter to the white Anglo-Christians in the West. It says, I bless you in place of the Negroes to provoke the Negroes to jealousy. And it was not the white Anglo-Christians, the white people that enslaved them. It was you, Mr. Synagogue of Satan, fake Jew, Mr. Amy Newman. It was your people.
It sounds like that's just you trying to retcon the fact that the Bible supported slavery, and then we had a civil war over here over it that supported the side of God was, in their constitution and not ours. Anyway, with science, with religion, we have faith claims.
The slaves from the democrat party. The
Yes,
Democrats.
the
party of the KKK.
The religious
party of the
conservatives.
KKK.
I'm not in a party, but yes.
You Democrat party.
Hey, can I ask, what are those, lowercase t's that the KKK burn on people's lawns? Are they, just random? Are they trying to spell out a word?
You've been lying.
Yeah.
You've been lying to us.
Oh, really? It's my people? Oh, really? So, what does that mean?
Fake books saying that it's the white people,
correlated
and when it
with
was
anything?
you, and when it was you, it was your people. It was you
all
that did
Jews.
it. With your fake, and you brainwash people. You brainwash people with your movies. You brainwash them with your education system. You brainwash them with your fake books, and you ban the real books. You burn the real books. You ban the real books. So we wouldn't discover it was you, but it was you. It was you. It was you, synagogue of Satan, fake Jew. It was you that did it.
Is this how it went? Your dad said, I'm going to be right back. I just need a pair of cigarettes. And then 20 years, 30 years later, you were like, this?
I'm white Anglo. I'm white Anglo. The Negroes are cursed people. You read their curses. You say there is no God. You read their curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28. How they were going to be taken on ships as slaves. It says that the men will leave the women. The men will be put in prison houses. Their sons are going to be standing in street corners. It says all this about them. They'll be running rampant. It says their daughter's going to be singing girls and dancing harlots. The entire world is going to witness them, and the entire world is going to hate them. Everything is down to the detail about them. It calls them the real Jews. It calls them incredibly powerful runners, known as the fastest in the world. They're the best boxers, the best singers, the best footballers, the best basketballers. They're the best at everything. And it cursed them. It removed the ability to swim. It says their women are going to be wearing weaves on their heads. They're going to be cursed to boldness. Everything about them is detailed. And you say there is no creator, there is no God. and it says we should watch them. And this is what he says to us in a love letter he wrote to us. He says, listen, this is how I treat my favorite. These are the people that I love the most, and this is how I treat them. If I treat them, who I love the most, like this, imagine what I'm going to do to you. He says, listen, in the end, they're gonna wake up and they're gonna be taken away. They're gonna be taken away, but we're gonna be cursed because why? We're gonna be doing LGBTQIAPP, pornography, the demonic filth. And then it says, the Bible says, the Muslims are gonna come and they're gonna completely destroy Europe. Islam is gonna take over the world. This is what the Bible says. Islam is gonna take over the world. The children of Esau and Ishmael, Saudi Arabia. It said they're coming from the tents of Arabia. They're coming from Afghanistan. This is detailed in the Bible, word for word. And 100%. You're saying there is no creator and there is no God. And we're witnessing everything the Bible's saying is happening in real time in front of our eyes.
Sure, but I also want you to take your medication too. But
sorry,
science,
sir.
we use a peer-reviewed system.
You inject your penis with estrogen every fucking Tuesday.
Wait
you're
a second.
pretending to be a girl. You're pretending to be a girl, and you're injecting synthetic estrogen inside your penis, directly inside your penis every fucking Tuesday. Just shut the fuck up, sir, with your fucking mental health issue.
As has been told to you before, that would kill someone. But like, I don't know why
Of course you would know.
Why you have to make it inject? Yeah? You're like, you would know because you know how, and people would have injected hormones. Yes, you're right.
Sir. I found about you, sir. Wanting to slice up and chop up children. Yeah, but you're not brave enough to take your own cock off or your own balls off, but you can inject it with estrogen.
Is that what you're into?
That is what you do, sir. You're a bloke. You're a bloke. You're a man. You can never get wet. You can never be like me. You can never be like me. You will never be like. You will never be a woman.
I know. Your whole existence is having a vagina.
You're a manly man. You're a geezer. You're a geezer. You're a bloke, sir. You're a bloke.
Speaking of blokes,
because of what your people are doing, Synagogue of Satan. Because of what your people are doing, the West is going to be destroyed by Islam.
No hubby wants that kind of energy coming out of your mouth?
Sir, one of us has to be the man here.
But what's the difference? Religion has faith claims that cannot be put to any sort of rigorous test. With science, we use a peer-review system in order to falsify other people's methodologies.
You can't claim that word science. And
I know, it triggers you.
The Bible has been proven to be right. I am the light that starts life.
Yeah, no.
Right? We know that when a sperm connects with an egg, there's some sort of electric event. Okay, a flash of light happens. How is it possible? How is it possible the Bible knows about that?
Chemical event? I agree.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
The Bible doesn't know it's a chemical event. Yeah,
yes, it does. It
now
does.
Believing in science doesn't make one an atheist. You can be skeptical.
Why does the Bible talk about Chernobyl, calling it by name, and the event that happens there? Why is the Bible talking about helicopters, tanks, and bombs?
Jesus Christ! Like, because you haven't taken your medication. I have no other response.
No, sir, Mr. Haney Newman. Why is the Bible calling Chernobyl out by name and the event that happened there?
Okay. But yes, now believing in science doesn't make an atheist. You can be skeptical science-believing theist. However, when it comes to claims about God, my skepticism leads to my atheism. Currently, there doesn't seem to be any good evidence for a God, and by good,
yes, there is. Yes, there is, and I've just proven it. I've just told people what to do.
Yeah, open up.
And he's in the subconscious mind. He lives in there, and he has an emergency phone number, and you can call him. And people are going to go away and put this to the test, and they're going to realize that, wow, it works. It's true. And they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again to make sure it wasn't a fluke, and they're going to do it again, and again it's going to work. You're just throwing it out there that, oh, there is no creator, there is no God. You're just chatting shit and you're just throwing it out there. You're just saying these things. What I've done, my end goal is to disprove these books. To disprove it, I've got to put it to the test. I put it to the test. I find out everything it's saying is the truth.
Well, sure, that's what your holy text said. Cool.
Your
Non-religious
end
person.
goal is to disprove it. Okay, you can't just say, well, you know, a
Sure, okay.
scientist or
Hey,
somebody
let's
told me.
start from
The
chapter
government,
1.
the government,
Let's start
the
from
government,
chapter 1.
the government told me this is it. So you know, it's got to be true. The government, God, you atheists, so-called atheists, although you worship Satan, Mr. Amy Newman, and they will go to on your channel and they're gonna see it. They're gonna see that you just love Satan for whatever reason. But Mr. Amy Newman, you so-called atheists are the most religious people out there. You will fight for government God so hard. You're more religious than even the mark of the beast wearing Muslims.
That's just nonsense. You are just an Orwellian
It's not
nightmare. You are
nonsense.
everything that you hate.
You worship Satan, which you do. You emulate Baphomet.
Yeah, but
And
Satan
you believe
and Baphomet don't exist.
The government is your God.
No.
The government is your God, and whatever the government says
Can
goes.
you give me an
and
example?
you will fight.
Can you give me an example of that?
Of what?
Of me thinking that the government is God.
Yesterday, me and you were talking, and you said, oh, you know, scientists have already, proven this. I said, what scientists? Yeah, source. Give us the source. Oh, well, you know, blah blah blah. You know, you go to school. You have to go to school. I was like, oh wait. So who does our education system? Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and then wait, who does the tests? And then of course, when you dig further into it, it is always you Jewish people that's behind this shit.
That came out of nowhere.
Medical
so
education.
I don't know where you just injected the Jews. That was just random. And if I may say so,
the medical school is always you
stupid.
Jewish people, you Jewish people, yeah? It warns us against your pharmakia. The Bible warns us against pharmakia.
Yeah. The Jewish fuck the Torah. It's called the Torah, by the way. This is what you people do. This is what you people do. And you got Luciferus inside your so-called vaccines. And the ingredients of your vaccines is identical to a satanic witch's brew. Identical to a satanic witch's brew. We are warned against your filth, your satanic, demonic filth. And then you're saying that we should listen to your people, yeah, and your government God? We should listen to you? Yeah. But yeah, you couldn't actually give one example of that, so I don't know what you're saying, and I guess you just don't have a point.
Wait, you don't know what I'm saying about what? You're saying, oh yes, scientists or quote unquote
in fact,
scientists.
the
best scientist is a dead scientist. A lot of scientists go missing.
Let me
a lot of real medical professionals
represent your argument again. You said that I worship the government because if you look very deeply into it, that you'll find the Jews. That is a non sequitur. It's not a proper syllogism. Like I said, it's kind of stupid.
You worship the government because yesterday you said that
like what?
We should go to the education system and then they will brainwash us. They will tell us what to think. And then as long as we repeat back exactly what we were told, as long as we repeat back exactly what we were told by the government, then we're educated and then we're smart. We don't have to use our brain to research for ourselves.
Of the Abrahamic religions, you're thinking of like Genesis, like Adam and Eve, Noah, Moses. In fact, you're talking about science.
Even a Christian doesn't have the information that I have.
Yeah, because
even a Christian doesn't even know how the book of Genesis really starts. Even a Christian doesn't know that. Even a Christian doesn't know about the UFOs in the Bible and the weird creatures that walk out of them.
Jesus Christ, indeed. I have to say, you are the only person to make Christians go, holy moly, I think I'm going to side with the atheist. And for that, I really do want to thank you.
Wait, what Christian is going to side with you, synagogue of Satan? What Christian is going to side with you, synagogue of Satan?
The person who said that is a little bit biased. Yeah, why are we letting this woman teach?
Because you're a man? Because you're a man, sir.
I don't believe in that stuff. I could teach all day long. I have a master's in education, unlike whatever the fuck this person
yes, of course. You were brainwashed by the government, yeah? So the government got education.
Name one way in which the government has brained me.
So now you're intelligent.
Yeah, that makes no sense because it's secular Western societies, and a lot of times they actually send their people over here.
You're like a tranny, right?
I am.
Yes, a tranny. You got
am.
mental
I'm a
mental health
tranny.
problems.
Or as I like
You
to
got
call
mental
it,
health problems,
the
and
people
you
who
want
now
to
control
slaughter.
the
You want
West.
to slaughter people in the womb, and then after birth, you want to slaughter them. Yeah, yeah. We're supposed to listen. We're supposed to listen to
Abortion
you.
all the way up to
We-
120.
Yes, hey, I've got the video. I've got the video so they can see it.
Got it.
I've got the video and the video mark of exactly what you said so people can see it. So they know exactly what they're dealing with. They know exactly what they're dealing with when they're talking to you, sir.
Amy's mad because normal people don't want to fuck him.
I already have a partner. I have never had trouble finding a
I
partner.
know, but
and
you're
I find
trying
the
to
people
you're trying
that
to like
hate
make other
LGBTQ people are incels.
No,
the people that
no.
try and
Yeah,
I find that
You're
almost
telling
always it's a
everyone-
form of projection.
You're telling everyone who doesn't want to fuck a tranny, fucking bigots and fucking misogynists and
You
white
feel about
supremacists.
transgender people. I didn't say any of those. Gesundheit.
Shut up, bitch.
No.
You're a bitch.
Deal with it. Thanks. I guess so. I'll make you my bitch.
Let's see. No, let's see what we're dealing with when we're talking about Mr. Amy Newman here, right? Because you guys, you have no idea. You think I'm being aggressive or whatever. Maybe I'm being a bit based, okay? But you've got to really understand the synagogue of Satan and why we are warned against them. So go to the chat and go to the two I post a video of this man and just listen to what Mr. Amy Newman says, okay? Go to the video man
I've asked her
video.
I've asked her if she's ever had a husband, a boyfriend, if she dates. She always likes to talk how she's taut and ready for this man that's about to come. But I've noticed that it's kind of like a future tense. It's never like a past or present tense.
Okay, so the video mark, go to the video mark 2.40.42 and listen to this man, Mr. Amy Newman, who is a synagogue of Satan, right?
They did evolve from a similar thing to what we have here in Australia. They're called a stink bug.
And just, yeah.
They have a similar chemical composition within the reservoir at their abdomen, and they excrete it the same way with the safety.
24042.
But all it does is create a foul odor.
240.
That
4042.
was how it would have started off, and then as the chemicals became more caustic, that's where it would actually.
Okay, New, if you don't mind, can you do me a favor? Is abortion killing of a life form?
We're debating, so you can shut the fuck up, okay? Go suck on your mouth.
Not alive in there?
Okay, no.
Well, here's the thing,
no,
Brett.
Mr. Dirty Cunt, shut the fuck up. This is a debate. This is a debate. This is a battle. This is a battle. No, shut the fuck up and let's watch it. Benny, play that video. Play that video. This is a debate, okay? Nobody invited you. Nobody invited you. Shut the fuck up. Don't try and cover for this man. Don't try to cover up for Mr. Amy Newman. Let's watch the video. Mute this dickhead. Mute that
cells
please.
in your body.
Bussy fucker. Mute bussy fucker and let's watch what Mr. Amy Newman's saying.
How am I gonna
This is
abort
a
you?
debate, so you need to shut the fuck
abort
up.
you?
I know how that argument
That is your
usually
name.
goes.
That is your
Well, it's just
name,
a
right?
collection of cells. Well, we're all
Mute
a
that
collection
guy
of cells. It
and
doesn't
let's
mean it's
watch what Mr. Amy Newman is saying. Let's listen.
Guys, we are witnessing right now the evil
Mute the
versus
guy.
good.
Mute the guy and let's just watch the video. Let's watch the video of what Mr. Amy Newman is about.
No. Hold on, Brett. I wanna like try to get somewhere
Get
with you.
the fuck out of here, mate. This is a fucking debate. This is a battle. Wait, what do you want? You want kissing and hugs and kisses? This is a battle. You've been cut, and you.
That's moderation.
Let's
Mute him.
play the video.
No, listen. You need to go into your wife cage,
No,
bitch.
I'm not listening to you. Let's play the video. This is a debate.
Thank you, Benny.
Wait, women are allowed to
Let's
debate?
just play that video.
Yeah, but you didn't answer my question first.
Well,
Is it a
what
life
is
form
that up
that
on
is being
screen?
killed?
Is it a life form?
She put it in
Keep
chat
on.
and
It's a more
expects everyone to
complicated
click on
answer
it.
than that, Brett.
Keep
More
on reading my
complicated.
opening.
What's complicated about it? Either it's alive or it's not. Is it a dead thing?
So
sitting
God,
in the room?
my skepticism leads to my
Okay.
atheism. Currently, there doesn't
I
seem to
need
be
to
any good
refra-
evidence
do you
for a
know- do you
God. And by
understand what
good, I mean the difference
reframing a
between someone's
question is,
eyewitness
Brett?
testimony
you want me to
and someone's
reframe it? You didn't
DNA
like the life
being at the
form
crime
one?
scene.
No,
When
no,
it
no,
comes
no,
to
no,
these
I
types
need
of
to-
questions, hard evidence always
Let's play that
trumps
video. Let's play that video. Let's see what
personal
we're dealing with when it
experience.
comes to Mr. Amy Newman. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Oh yes, please, Amy.
Oh, I just noticed that I was muted.
Because
You're right, guy.
I would say I probably have what.
Okay,
they call a
just
liberal
gonna keep
view,
on
and
reading
yet I
through.
view myself as
When it comes to claims about my God, my skepticism leads to my atheism. Currently, there doesn't seem to be any good evidence for a God, and by good, I mean the difference between someone's eyewitness testimony and someone's DNA being at the crime scene. And when it comes to these types of questions, hard evidence always trumps personal experience, which includes holy
but
text.
just play that video. Let's see what we're dealing with. Just let's just play that. That should have been done, and he could have carried on talking. Let's just play that video. Let's see what we're dealing with when it comes to
It's
this.
not up
Mr.
right
Amy.
now, so while there we
Okay.
go.
So just play it. Play it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
New, if you don't mind, can you do me a favor? Is
Yeah.
abortion killing of a life form?
No, I don't
It's
believe.
not alive in there.
Well, here's the thing, Brett. Do you have cells in your body? Do you have multiple cells in your body?
I do. Is that a reason to abort me?
How am I gonna abort you, Brett? How am I gonna abort you?
I know how that argument usually goes. Well, it's just a collection of cells. Well, we're all a collection of cells. It doesn't mean it's okay to go around killing people, though.
No. Hold on, Brett. I wanna like, try to get somewhere with you. Okay, so.
Yeah, but you didn't answer my question first.
Well,
is it a life form that is being killed?
Is it a life form? It's a more complicated answer than that, Brett.
More complicated. What's complicated about it? Either it's alive or it's not. Is it a dead thing sitting in the womb?
Okay. I need to rephrase. Do you understand what reframing a question is, Brett?
Oh, you want me to reframe it? You didn't like the life form one?
No. I need to.
I?
Oh yes, please, Amy.
Well, because I would say I probably have what they'd call a liberal view, and yet I would view myself as a moderate because I think there are ways that you can adjust it. I think that the reason abortion should be legal is because you cannot, I call it my free rent charge, doesn't exist.
Mhm.
As in, it doesn't matter if it is pre-born, born. It doesn't matter if they're 32 years old, 72 years old, or they are 7 months in development, 4 months in development, or a week. No one has permission, I would say, to live in your body, just like no one has permission to donate an organ. And I would say not only does that apply, but you can't, like, if you're going to die, if someone's going to die because you're not going to give them your organ, even though it's a match, I don't think that should be legal. I think if someone's living in your house and you're going to kick them out and they're going to die because they kicked them out, it's sad. We need to figure out what to do with that person, maybe. And yet I don't think the person should have to. And so I believe it doesn't matter. You could say that it's a human. You could say that it's the ending of a life that was already started, because to me it doesn't matter if it is pre-born, born. But I will offer the one caveat.
Doesn't matter if it's born. What?
Yes,
because my example.
So you just endorse infanticide, like full-blown infanticide?
No. So I just.
And
I would
child
if the person
sacrifice.
is 40 or
of my
72.
position. Explain my position back to me.
You can't.
Yeah.
Nobody has a right to live in your body. Not even a
Yes,
baby.
or outside.
Right
So
to live
he
in your
says
body.
Weird.
yes, and it goes they're talking about rent as well. So he's saying even if you're in the womb, or even if you're outside of the womb and 75 or 40 years old, you should still be aborted. You should still be slaughtered.
Yeah, I would say if you have crawled up someone's vagina, it doesn't matter like if you're 30 or 72, I would say they have to remove you.
Wait,
And
do
whether
you
you
understand
die
how
in
to
the process.
reproduction works,
Not
dude?
feasible.
Well,
Why are
that's
you,
what
like,
she's
why
criticizing
are
me
you
for.
defensive?
So if she's going to wildly criticize me for something, because the example is,
For
I don't think
satanic
it
demonic
doesn't matter who is inside
thought
someone
process.
else's. It is the person's body that gets to make the decision for that. I think
Why
we
is
should
it
try
always
to
you, synagogue of
lower and
Satan? You're always
eventually
doing
end
this shit, though.
abortion through technology, but I think
Why
we
is
can
it
do that while maintaining freedom.
why is it always you and your people? Why is it always you, synagogue of Satan's, who pushed this? Who pushed this demonic evil? And you invented abortion in
hate
the
to say
Americas.
this.
You did it to
Listen
get
very
rid of the
closely,
Negroes.
KJV.
You did
Very
it
closely.
to get rid of the Negroes. You always experiment with the Negroes first before you spread everything to us. You
But
did it
listen
to
very
the Negroes
closely,
first.
KJV.
And so you're saying, and then people think abortion
But
is
it's
like, oh, the
not.
baby just
It's
magics
not
away into
Jews
nothing.
forcing abortion.
It is
The
you. It is you,
Hasidic Jews,
sir.
the
It is you.
conservative Jews.
Margaret
So
Sanger,
you're saying that Ben
Bill
Shapiro
Gates.
is
It is
pushing
always
abortion?
you. It
Is
is
that what you're
always
saying?
you pushing
Are you saying Ben
abortion.
Shapiro is pushing abortion? Yes or no?
Sorry, Ben Shapiro, that's synagogue of Satan. Who thinks he's Jew too and he's not? Fuck
But
Ben Shapiro.
I don't care
with
if you
his
think he's a
fucking
real
stupid voice.
Jew or not. Do you think that conservative Jews are pushing abortion?
Fuck that. Why do you want to slaughter people after they're
I
born
like how you're
when
like,
they're
you're
75
not answering
and
the
when they're 40
question.
years of age?
Senator, can you please answer the question?
Why
do
do you
think
want
that
to
Hasidic
slaughter
Jews are
people,
supportive?
sir? When after they're born, why do you want to slaughter them and calling it abortion?
Because
why do you want to put
that's not physically.
babies'
Did you
embryos
listen
in
to the
pots
people?
instead of in
There were
bodies
two
and
people who
still
just
kill them?
told you that people like it's not physically possible for a 30 or 50-year-old to climb up into a woman and have a vagina. So like it's a
Well, I mean, you guys aren't really addressing like abortion. You're addressing like the motives of like abortion, like and who's causing the motives of abortion.
I do not think
Like
that
when it comes to
pro or
when it comes to the
anti-abortion
bodily,
side
okay,
addresses it.
this is a very
Where did
common
KJV
analogy.
go?
The
Did she leave?
the liver donation analogy.
Are we going to
So
really
What is
try
this
to have a
debate even
serious
about?
conversation about the pros and
can we
cons of
just like
abortion when that
can
lunatic
we
is
just
shrieking
flat
about
out let's
fake Jews?
like highlight
Why are
the
we talking
flaws
about
of like this
abortion then?
analogy? First
Yeah,
off,
this debate is about God.
Yes, it is about God. Yeah, because it makes no sense. Mr. Amy Newman says he doesn't like circumcision, right? But he's okay to slaughter people, okay? And he's okay to castrate children and slice them up, okay, to turn them
KJV.
transgender. Children. He's okay with that stuff, okay? And he also just so happens to be Jewish, okay? He just so happens to be one of these people the Bible warns us against. And also in the books, yeah, the Apocalypse of Peter, it describes hell and the people that go in there. It says there's special places, sections in hell, and next to the section of hell of pedophiles, it calls pedophiles those who do fornication with children. Next to that is the area of people who abort children, who slaughter children and chop them up in the womb. It is
Saying you're
it's
against
the most insane
circumcision?
stuff.
Like, is that what you're trying to say? Is that we have a confirmation
Why
you
do
are against
people
circumcision?
deliberately remove these books? And then you're trying to sound all like I'm such an honest, holy, good guy, and I'm a good atheist. You know, I don't believe in circumcision. But yeah, I will slice up your
What
sons.
kind of
I will
hang on? What kind
slice
of
up your
Christian?
sons. I will slaughter you. I will cut you up. I will chop you in pieces. You know. But you
What
know,
kind
but
of a
circumcision
Christian
is
is
bad.
Okay, but what kind of a Christian is reading the Apocalypse of Peter? What denomination are you?
Who's a Christian?
Are you a Christian?
Did you just walk into the room, sir?
I've been listening for a while. I'm trying to figure out
Okay,
what
well,
religion you are.
you're not listening very well. You just walked into the room. Sorry, you're not
How
listening
does
very well.
religious
But yeah,
practice
this is a
prove
debate.
or
This is
disprove the
Mr.
existence of
Amy
God?
Newman. Mr. Amy Newman. So you can't be bringing up stuff about circumcisions anymore.
Can Can anyone define what religion this thing is?
Yeah, she is some bastardized version between a racist Christianity and Judaism. Like it's like
you're no, honestly, yeah. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid, dirty old man.
It's like a light-skinned black Hebrew Israelite.
You're a bastard. You're a bastard. You don't even know.
Israelites wouldn't accept her.
You don't even know
Somehow.
if you're a man or
You
a
have
woman.
to allow him to talk,
If you're a man or a
KJV.
little girl. You don't even know if
So it's
you're a
a
man or a
one-
little girl. Okay, every time you fucking wake up, and
She
you're
also
saying to
believes in
me,
aliens. She believes in the flat Earth. She like
the
there is
okay,
no
let's
conspiracy
let's
she
read
does not
the
believe.
Bible
Because
when it
it's
talks
all.
about UFOs. Let's read in the Bible. Why does the Bible talk about UFOs? Why does it say
It doesn't.
looks like a wheel turned on its side, made of metal, lights going round about, makes a whoosh sound, hovering in the air, and
Where
details
does it say that?
details the creatures. It details the creatures that walk out of them that they look scary. Why does it say that?
Where does it say that?
Yeah, what Bible verse?
Yeah, I would say that you think the Bible talks about aliens because
No.
Hell of the book. It's an Ezekiel 1.
Creatures.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta look up Ezekiel wheels and Ezekiel rings and Ezekiel 1. It's right there in the front part of the book.
And then we'll know that
and the
it says
Apocalypse of
that there
Moses,
were an alien
and in
species.
the Apocalypse of Moses, and in
That's what it
Exodus
says in
as well.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, yes.
And it says they're aliens.
It details all this, and in the
It
book of
doesn't say
Enoch,
that they're aliens.
it is all over the Bible, all over these books. It
Is your
details
Bible
them.
scrawled on your
Why
bedroom
does it
walls
say?
in your own
Why
blood?
does it say? Why does it say? These angels, they have heads of animals and humanoid bodies. That some of them, one like an angel, can
Those
throw
are
ice from its
visions?
hands, and another one could throw fire from its hands. And
Those
then
are visions?
we're watching movies and films and cartoons about X-Men. You worship
Right.
movies. You worship movies, right?
Just
But
like
you're saying there
X-Men,
is
the
no
visions
God,
of the
and then you
prophets
say
were
there is no
fiction.
God, there is no creator. But then these movie ideas were stolen from the Bible. You will worship a movie. Why am I reading about Star Wars in the Bible? Why am I reading about that?
Where's Luke
yes,
Skywalker in the
it's
Bible?
Like Rick and Morty, we're gonna
in the
pull a
Bible.
Star Wars.
Jesus. Luke Skywalker is an allegory for Jesus.
Okay.
You can see that, right?
No.
Yes, the word heaven. Yeah, the word heaven.
Oh,
There might be an
spoiler.
entire thing. Yeah,
Flying
heaven. Wow.
motorcycles. It's talking
Sky.
about flying motorcycles, flying motorbikes. Okay, talking about chariots. Okay, that they move in incredible speed. Talking about lightsabers. Why am I reading about that in the Bible? But then you can go watch a movie and worship it, put posters about it, buy the DVD, buy cups, buy T-shirts about it. You worship a movie, but then when the Bible has this exact same details, you say it's fake.
It's fake as Star Wars, or are you like one of these people that think Star Wars is a graven image?
All these movies, Avengers, all these things are stolen from the Bible. They got it from the Bible. And this is free information. This is free information, and they're selling it back to us for a fee. And calling it
Well,
fiction.
Star Wars is more entertaining than most of the Bible.
True. Well, have you read the book of Jasher?
Yep. Which one?
Yeah, and how is talking
Which?
about hologram
That's
technology.
not a canonical book.
Hologram technology inside the book of Jasher. Come on, and talks about
is
the
that
UFOs, 10,000 upon 10,000, hovering in the sky.
Is that a canonical book that you're talking
No, it's
about?
not.
Right.
No.
So what are you talking
The
about?
book of Jasher is in the Bible. It's even mentioned in the Bible, and it was
It's
deliberately
mentioned.
removed.
It's not in it.
It was deliberately removed from the Bible.
Another one of your conspiracy theories, right? Who removed that book and why?
Fuck off, this cunt.
Was it the Catholics?
Reference Joshua 10, 12 through 14.
Jasher,
However,
yes. Book of Jasher is mentioned, and in the Bibles, in these books, it even predicts that these books also say in the last books, this book will be removed. I will be removed from the last books. Come find me. How is that possible?
Or I'll
How is it
find
possible?
you.
How come the book of Revelation knows that the Bible is going to be corrupted, it's going to be changed, and it mentions it? How is that possible?
How is it possible?
I'm telling you, you guys need to use wife cages. She needs to go inside one.
I'm starting to believe this guy.
Okay, bro.
Definitely missed a dose.
Hey, your
else?
fucking
Oh.
British accent is so fucking annoying.
Well, I'm just gonna finish.
I think your accent is lovely. It's very proper.
Do they even keep the Sabbath?
How do you sit here and listen to something that's so annoying? I don't get it.
Yeah, so conspiratorial.
This
and
is
so
a debate. This is a debate. You know, like, what are you doing here? Why don't you just get the fuck out? This is a debate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I think I'm
I'm
gonna
advocating
go
for
for
your
like
rights as
30
a
more
women's rights
minutes,
activist.
and then we can do some sort of outros if you want.
This really hasn't been. I'm going to make one last comment. This really hasn't been a debate. It's just been that girl like haranguing Amy Newman for the last 40 minutes.
Yes, Mr. Amy Newman, who
I
wants
knew
to
it would go
kidnap
this way.
children and castrate them, worships Baphomet, saying there is no creator.
Amy, you never told me that you
Mr.
worship
Amy
Baphomet.
Newman,
Right on.
saying he's okay. He wants to slaughter people, calling it abortion after birth.
If you were so confident in your position,
Satanic,
Well, you
demonic
wait.
filth.
Define abortion.
Jason, you are low, I think, on my end.
Is abortion is the termination of a pregnancy. All right. When
Yes,
you're,
but he
when a-
says, oh yeah, but you weren't here, so you didn't see the video of what he says. Pre-birth
I
and
saw like the
post-birth.
last bit of it, but not the entire one.
He's calling killing a 72-year-old and a 40-year-old an abortion. Post-birth, he says.
You are mixing a joke with my actual
Oh
view.
no, don't do
No
that,
one
Mr.
can
Amy Newman,
actually-
because I was able to pull up that video. And in that video, you were debating a very prominent man, Mr. Kent Hovind. Yeah,
Stand by
very
everything I
prominent
said
man.
in there. What
Oh,
I
such a
said was-
prominent guy. Yeah, very prominent.
Yeah, very prominent, exactly. But what I
you
said in there is that abortion should be legal. However, we should try and minimize it, and there may be technology one day
Liar.
in which we no longer have abortion at all.
You said to eliminate abortion, children should be grown in pods. You said, and on top of after you said that, you said they could still also be aborted. That is not how are you going to contradict yourself? How are you going to
I
contradict
think abortion should be
yourself?
legal.
They can still be killed. You say, they're going to
Amy
grow,
Newman
but
is clearly not
but you're saying, but you could still kill them even if they're in the pod. How are you going to say to stop
Can't
to
kill
stop
them
abortion?
if you are-
Grow
if
children
you're
in
taking
the
them
pod,
to
but you can
term in
still
a
kill
different
them in
way,
the pod.
then that would actually solve, because someone would not have to go through pregnancy, and the fetus would go.
You're talking
through-
about
We
removing
want to
women
be pregnant,
entirely.
Mr. Newman. Just because
No,
you
that
can't
is-
get pregnant,
I'm not
we want to
saying
have our
we
babies
should
in our
do
bodies.
that, as in like we should harvest them. Now you're
We
making
want to
it
give
into a
birth to
matrix
our
thing.
babies.
As in
We
is
want to
okay,
give
then
birth
do
to our
so.
babies.
No, KJV.
We don't
you
want the
don't.
new world order.
No. Other people do. You don't want to have
We
a
don't want
husband
the
or a
new world order,
boyfriend or
sir.
a child.
We don't
But
want
you
your
wanted
genocide.
to.
We don't want your genocide, Mr. Amy Newman. We don't
Are
want
you?
you. and your
Are you
synagogue
going
of
to
Satan
raise a child,
family members
KJV? Do you have
genocide.
plans to raise a child?
Yes, yeah.
Mr. Amy
Don't answer
Newman.
for it. She's not answering that. She's not going to say it.
Well,
She
why
ain't going to
wouldn't
do
she?
fuck all for because she doesn't give a fuck about children.
How
She's
does
good at
any of
virtual
this
signaling.
prove God?
She does
Like,
not. None of it. She
it's
will
really
go off
Females,
any subject.
I'm female, sir.
Talk
I'm
about
female,
theology.
sir.
I'm not sure.
I
I'm
know
not
what
sure
my
about that.
body
You
is
could
built
actually.
for, and
So
I know what your
KJV,
body is not
you
built for.
actually could have a voice changer.
I know
No
what
one's
my
ever
body is
seen.
built for, Mr.
Okay, but
Amy
no one
Newman.
else knows
And
what your
it
body
doesn't
was,
involve
quote unquote,
slaughtering
before.
children. It
Has
doesn't
anyone
involve
else ever
chopping them
seen
up
you,
and ripping them
KJV? Have you ever
asunder,
shown pictures
melting
online?
their
Has anyone
brains
ever
with your
seen your
fucking
face?
chemicals.
How do we
It
not
does
know
not
that you're
involve
just
that.
not a man with a
The
voice
human
changer?
body, the
What
female
kind of
body
stupid
is
argument is
supposed to
that?
give
What the
birth
fuck?
to children. That
It's
is what
about
we're
God
invented and built for,
and
sir.
religion,
Okay?
but
We don't want your
can't stay on
satanic,
topic.
demonic filth.
Can you
Why
answer the
just-
question?
Demonic
How can
synagogue
we
of
know
Satan,
that you are
devilish
not a
filth.
man with a voice changer? How can we verify that?
You know the likelihood of that being true? Like, what the fuck?
Satanic, demonic.
Well, we've never seen her, so I guess it's
Filthy.
50.
Yeah, well, why
right?
are you speculating? That's speculation.
So the correct answer is it could be, right? It could be that she is using, or it could
Yeah,
be a
slim
he.
to none
using
the
a-
chance, yeah.
Really?
mean-
Where'd you get the slim to none? Is it a
Because
supernatural event?
you're speculating.
Any of this prove God?
So your reason for believing she is a biological girl is what?
What?
You're
No,
just
I mean she
assuming?
acts like a female. She sounds like a female.
Okay, so it could be just a voice changer, right?
Is a voice changer. Your whole
Yeah, it's gonna be very
voice
difficult to
changer.
like.
When you mean my
fake
whole
your voice.
crux, you mean you don't actually have any evidence that she's a biological.
realize,
That's
like,
what I mean
It's some
about
conspiracy
Look how
theory
pathetic you're
shit,
looking
dude.
now, sir.
Voice,
Look how
voice
pathetic
changes
you're
are like
looking
don't
at.
even like work, dude. Like voice
Okay.
changes don't work that well.
Okay,
And
so
You're
there's a
clutching at
gullible
straws because
person,
you know you lost. You know you lost.
and you know you're
All
a
you did
man.
was you just been running your mouth for the last like 20
That was
minutes.
funny though.
Exactly.
And you know you're a
Jason.
man.
Lloyd,
That's good.
Lloyd, Lloyd,
I know
Lloyd,
you're
Lloyd,
a man.
Lloyd, Lloyd.
How do you know? Have you seen my junk?
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
smell it. It smells like dick cheese.
You were showing
Oh,
pictures
really?
of it.
You
Your
smell
hypospatus or whatever it is.
Baphomet.
No, well, I mean, like, you're okay from like those. What was it? Like the last 15 seconds I heard from the video. Like you sound fucking stupid. Arguing about abortion. Like, come on, Amy Newman, you're not a good debater.
So, do you have a point? What do you disagree with me if you think that last 15 seconds was stupid?
How are you going to charge a baby rent?
Literally everything. Your violinist analogy, which is
Say your
completely analogous. The
I
violinist
understand.
has its flaws. Just like your stupid like idea that a person like a unborn baby can be aborted, which is completely untrue. You don't even
Sorry.
know the definition of abortion,
the fuck
which is
did
the
you just
termination of
say?
pregnancy.
It's
Do
like,
you know
how
what
can
abortion
someone
is?
be aborted when they're born? I feel like you don't understand the joke, and so you're trying now to
It's not a
explaining that
fucking
someone
joke,
can't
mate.
be
well,
aborted
make it
after they're
sound like a
born.
joke.
Don't lie. We watched the video.
Oh no,
Make it sound like a joke.
I'm so sorry. I agree. We should be aborting people up to the age of 120. You're right. I should
Indeed.
put warning
You said
labels on them.
72 years of age. You said 40.
Yes, but KJV, I
Okay,
said that was
right?
ageist. We
You
shouldn't be
said
just aborting
pre-birth.
people that
You
young.
said
Why should we
I'm
just
still
be
trying to
aborting
figure out how you
people
charge
that
a
young
baby
at the
rent.
age of
We
72?
have the video. We have the
can't.
video, okay? Pre-birth and post-birth. This is what you're saying.
So,
That is the thing about you people, you
So if you
progressives,
can't
okay?
charge someone birth, you're
It will
actually
never
giving them
ever
free
end.
rent.
That is
That's the
what you
point.
progressives
You are
The
LGBT
the
are
female
peasant.
about.
was designed
You
to
always you
incubate
will
the
never
baby.
be
The
satisfied.
female was not
You will always
designed.
go further and
Loaded
Sure it
further and
was.
further. Always
language.
to
Wait,
push
Amy
There's
Newman.
no God,
demonic
no
Amy
creator,
Newman.
no
All
creation.
females
Listen,
incubate babies
listen.
except eggs.
Amy
Okay,
Newman,
that's not
do you
true.
believe in partial birth abortion?
Partial birth abortion.
Yes.
I'm not sure how. I don't think you should go all the way. No, I don't mean like no 8 or 9 months is press. It's basically a feeling of pain. I'm not sure where the line is. I
Wait,
think
no. I
Roe v.
mean,
Wade was
there are
an
many
okay
people that
line.
can't feel pain. People under anesthesia, general anesthesia, don't feel
Sure.
pain.
Well, so it's actually about anatomy. Pain is
You
not
mean
the
anatomy?
leading thing.
Autonomy.
No,
Autonomy.
Bodily autonomy.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, we're trying to let people have freedom. It doesn't matter if it's a male or a woman. Doesn't matter who is in there. It's just that, and I think we should raise children. I think we should value families, tradition, community. I am a liberal, but I also
partial
have
birth
conservative values.
abortion. But people who don't know what partial birth abortion is, this is when the head of the baby comes out, okay, right? And what they will do, they snip the back of that baby's neck with scissors, and then they stab the baby from the back of the neck. They stab the baby in the brain, and that is what partial birth abortion is.
Partial birth
Yes,
abortion is
that is how you
outlawed in most states.
That's how you slaughter the baby, okay?
Wait, listen.
And so the baby doesn't
Listen.
magic away into nothing. You snip the back of the neck with scissors, yeah, to kill, and then you stab the brain with those sharp scissors. You stab the brain. That is what partial birth abortion is. The baby
Yes.
doesn't just float and magic away into nothing.
Exactly. So, but still, like partial birth abortion is outlawed federally. I think Roe v. Wade had the precedence of like, what was it? Like it was a certain point, but partial birth abortion is illegal.
Yeah,
We know
like
this,
for
right?
almost 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Since like 2004 or something.
that is not to say that it doesn't happen, but
It does happen.
It's still
yeah,
murder.
It does happen.
But it's
I'm
it's
not
illegal.
I'm not an absolutist in any direction. Once again, I think most of the religious, I think when I come in here, they think I'm going to be blue-haired and burning my bra, but I am actually very moderate and centrist. I just want to
You've
find
got no
compromises.
tits and you're wearing a
If
wig.
not
You're
fully
fine.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
I didn't know debaters like insult people like that. Wow.
Are you a transgender, Emmy?
I am.
Okay, you are. So
I'm sorry, that was good. I just think it's
Jewish.
interesting that Amy doesn't think that women's bodies are supposed to house children, and she doesn't have the ability to do that, or should I say he? I just think it's really interesting because,
do you
like,
find
the woman
that
has a
He
womb.
wants to put babies in
You don't
pods
have
as
a
well.
womb, so of course you won't understand that.
But
Like,
can you
I
at
mean,
least
I understand it,
agree
which is
in
weird.
that same biologically speaking that women didn't come from a man's rib?
Well, I didn't claim
I
that either.
explained that
Well, we
yes,
can't
the
Babies
rib
come out of a
does
woman's
work.
vagina,
The
and
rib
men
is
don't have
going
one.
into the
So let's
to
just say this.
regenerate itself. It grows itself back. We know that. We know
agree.
that to be the truth.
You can't change your
That
sex
human rib, it
because
grows
that's
itself
not what a
back. And
transgender
Eve was
person's
built.
saying anyway.
Eve was
And
built.
I mean, I
She
think
was
it's kind of
built.
hypocritical for transgender people to be offended when you call them by their biological sex, which is what
offended.
pronouns ascribe your biological sex.
I guess I find it funny that a lot of the Christians are almost offended by most of the points that I try and even get. I haven't even been able to get my opening statement out without, like, I've been attempting to get my opening statement out for like 45 minutes.
The more Amy talks, the more he sounds like a dude, though.
Wait.
Like the
I
trans
just think you're into dudes, into fairness. Maybe that's
This is
just what
why
you're
like
into.
moderated debates are the way to go, because obviously if you've got somebody who just constantly interrupts while somebody else is talking, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I agree. But okay, wait. So, what
Well, this
introductory
is also
statement
you're
would
letting
you
a
like?
woman talk, and that's also your big mistake.
Well, only one person can win a debate. You know,
There's
you
only
can't
one
come
woman
so
debating, though.
fertilized
Let's
that you
not
come
get
at the end of
confused.
it and say we've
It's a
learned
debate.
She needs
It's
to
a
go into a
battle,
wife
mate.
cage.
It's a battle. It's a fight. It's a
Your
debate.
husband needs to come get you.
I don't think you know what a
It's
debate
a
is.
fucking debate, mate. Don't you
You
know
need
what
to go
debate
into a
is?
wife cage.
No, what is a
No, you
debate?
A
belong in a cage.
battle. It's a fight. It's a battle.
I thought a
Okay?
debate was
There
where
is
two
no.
people
There is
provide
no. Oh
opinion.
no, back off. There is no back off. Oh, my feelings are hurt. It's a fucking fight. Somebody's gonna get cut the fuck up. Okay, so
No,
you need
you
to be
are
quiet.
going into a wife
Go to
cage.
You're
your,
just
Seven.
running your
go to your
mouth over
quiet
top
place
of
and
your other
cry.
opponent. Like
Why
other
don't you
people could
just
do
go
the same thing and
masturbate
talk
and
over
cry
top of
yourself
you.
to sleep?
You talk for the whole time while you're talking. Would you like that?
It's
If I
a
just kept
fucking
on talking
debate,
while
so
you're
shut
talking,
the fuck
I could
up.
keep talking about
It's
this
a
for you,
debate
saying you've
between
been
two
ranting and
people.
running your mouth
It is a
the whole
debate between
time
two
about
people.
the Bible and
Yeah?
not knowing what you're
Yeah?
talking
Now,
about.
This
now
is
test
exactly
Spewing
your
how I
out
response. You
talk,
think
racist
I'm
too.
just
and
gonna sit
sexist
there
posts all the
and just
time.
listen to
But
your
every
shit?
time you do it, you just make yourself look more and more stupid over and over again.
Oh my
I could just
god!
keep talking over you all the
38.
time until I
38
could do
Hollow.
this all the time.
Why don't you
You
just
know
be
Would
what?
you
quiet? This
feel
is not
that's
your debate.
appropriate
This
if
is
I
not your
kept
debate.
doing
Go
that
away.
and kept doing?
Stop crying.
Wait a second.
Stop
This
crying.
is a debate,
Stop
dude.
crying.
This is a
Look at
debate.
you.
It's a
You're too
battle.
emotional.
This is a
You're
battle,
just
dude.
too
What are you
emotional. You're
talking
too
about?
emotional.
I'm just
Stop
supposed to
crying.
battle you back and
Stop
forth.
crying.
Where does bullets come from? More
Stop
wins. What do you
crying.
think? See,
Stop
I could do the same
crying. This
thing.
is a debate. Stop
Yeah, I
crying.
could do the
Hang
see. I
on,
could do
I
the
gotta
same
make
thing. You don't like
25,
it, do
Crying
you?
and shit.
Hollow
KJV,
point.
I
Come
don't
You
on.
don't
think you
like it, do
understand.
No,
you?
she doesn't.
I don't think you
Stop
understand how a
crying.
debate works. All right, a debate isn't like a rant between like one person and another person. All right, it isn't like a game to like
Stop
whoever
crying.
talks
This
the
is a
most.
Do you not? Do
battle.
you guys
This
not
is
see
a
the irony? We're
battle.
debating what
You're
a
gonna
debate
have
is
to deal
now.
with it. You're gonna have
We're
to
not
deal
even
with it.
arguing.
We're debating
We're
what a debate
arguing,
is.
dude.
This is
Yeah,
really
you don't even
devolved.
know
This is
what
a
debate is.
battle. Good
It's a
versus
yeah, it's a
evil.
battle. Yeah, you guys are fucking you
This
guys are
is
fucking
good
battling
versus evil.
heresy.
The evil being Mr. Amy Newman, synagogue of Satan, fake Jew, and it's satanic, demonic filth.
Don't you
Can't
think
actually
there are
attack her
better ways
positions. You
of
can only just
tackling
attack her
like this
personally.
quote unquote Satanism?
What
Other than
makes
just
this woman think
talking,
she can
talking,
speak
talking?
among men?
Yeah, the men are
2,000
talking. Why
years.
are you letting this woman speak?
Exactly.
Personal experience, which includes holy text, which
You mean
are
anecdotal evidence?
yes, which includes evidence, are written as if they have authority, when really it's just a bunch of guys writing their own personal opinions. As Ricky Gervais says, we can burn each and every holy text, and chances are religion would come back, but none of the stories would be the same. But we could burn every science book, and it would not
vaccinated
change
or die.
anything, or just get vaccinated and be healthier. Slowly but
Get
surely, each
vaccinated?
Once
fact
Like the
everything's
code
global,
would
next
make its
globalized.
way.
Why is your source the
I've
comedian?
never heard. I've never met
Why?
an anti-vaxxer who has ever known what a vaccine was.
Why is the best argument you can think of from a fucking comedian?
Ugh.
You literally claim a
Yeah,
vaccine
straight up, the
is
entire
intentionally
New
injecting
Testament's based
yourself
off of
with
Julius
poison.
Caesar's destruction.
Because
of
you
Africa.
can learn more from a comedian than any of the made-up
Amy
prophets
Newman,
in the
why?
Torah.
Who?
Have you seen any of Amy Newman's stand-up comedy? It's
Amy Newman.
it's
Amy
very
Newman.
cringe.
Why would you get a vaccine developed by Donald Trump?
First of
I
all,
don't think Donald Trump developed any vaccine.
Oh, Donald Trump was
Yeah,
in the lab.
funded
It was
it.
him.
Yeah,
You mean he was
funded it.
president during
He
the
funded
time?
it. It's
I'm
called.
okay with that. It's
Yeah,
called not
man.
caring
I
about
think I
political
funded it.
sides or giving a shit. It's called team science.
Pretty sure.
Oh,
Pharmacia.
Fauci.
So
Team Fauci.
the flesh of
Sure.
slaughtered babies, aborted human babies, yeah?
Yeah, just check out my battle.
You're okay with that, yeah? And then there's
Wait,
also
so-
luciferin inside that concoction
KJV.
potion you call vaccines. You
KJV.
got to inject that
When are you going to
Do you-
stick your baby in a microwave?
and pig bone marrow. Pig bone marrow inside your vaccine. You're saying people should just inject themselves with your mercury, satanic, demonic filth.
KJV, do you
And that
believe
is
in Plan B?
that is health?
KJV,
That is health?
KJV, when are you going to put your baby in a microwave? Let us know. We got to catch you on the news one day.
Wait, no, listen. KJV, do you believe in Plan B pills?
Do
Why
I
would you
believe
ever
in?
continue to convert
I
No,
people who
because
told
that's
you
the
to
only
put your baby in
reason
the
she's
microwave?
alive.
Why would you ever continue
I
to convert
believe
people
in.
who told you to put
Do
your baby in the
not
microwave?
open your legs. Do not open your legs unless you're married, unless you're with a partner. That is
There
what
you
I
go,
believe
She's
in.
You're
admitting she's a
demonstrating.
virgin, ladies and
KJV,
gentlemen.
you're right.
She's never been married. She's never had
This
sex.
is a very,
You don't
Female
this is a
incel.
very
no,
common problem.
She's
Do
probably
not
got
open
molested
your
when she was a
legs.
child.
Oh, I would not be surprised
She
if
didn't have
she
a choice.
Don't be a
got
sexual
some sort of
deviant.
grape or some sort of
Okay,
something
what if
went
you're
on.
raped? Yeah, what if you're raped?
Yeah, KJV. Like, look, I'm not trying to. Look, let me try to be nice. KJV, I talked to you earlier. You do seem kind of mentally broken, but let's be nice to each other. Look,
where? And then what are you then?
well, dude,
Okay,
well, I
yeah.
don't know.
So
It's
yeah,
like,
go on.
look,
Carry
like,
carry on. What do you want to say?
We can all get on.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say?
All right, well, yeah, it's like you're mentally broken. I don't know what happened to you, but
Oh,
it's like,
fuck
yeah,
off then.
sometimes
Fuck off. Shut the
abortions,
fuck up. I'm mentally
No,
broken,
sometimes-
and there is a
sometimes
man there near
abortions are
40 who wants to
beneficial.
castrate and
Right,
slaughter
let's be
children,
real.
kidnap
KJV.
children, and he pretends to be a little girl.
What do you
I
mean?
think women
No
that
one's
have
pretending to be a
abortions
little
should
girl. I'm a large
Mr.
black man
Amy
or whatever.
Newman
Look, dude,
pretends to be a
like,
little
my,
girl.
yeah,
He
yeah,
thinks
yeah,
he's a
you're
little
gonna
girl.
say,
for. That's
look,
kind
you're
of her
going through a
thing.
psychotic
And you say
break.
I'm the one with the
so
mental
look,
issues?
do you think that any responsible parent here would trust you with their children around them?
Sorry, what?
Do you think that any person here that has a child would trust them with you? Because it sounds like you're going through a mental breakdown over some drama.
Why would somebody want to give a stranger their children? I wouldn't
no
trust
one
my
trusts you with
child
them.
or my children with you.
If you have children, Jesus Christ, that's
Why
fucking
would
terrifying, and I
you
hope
want
you-
to
He does
why
not.
would you
That's
wish
terrifying.
that upon somebody else to give their child to strangers? Doesn't your child know
no
about
one's
stranger
wishing that.
danger?
Yeah, you're
Do you know
mentally
about
broken.
stranger
Like,
danger?
wait, do you legit have
Not
children, or
stranger
did the state
danger.
take them
The
away?
way
I
that
think
she
the
is
state
put
took
it,
them away.
Why would you
her
wish
body is
somebody to
ready
give
for
their child
children.
to strangers?
That is the way she's
So
put it.
you
Her
don't know
body is
anything about
very
stranger
much ready.
danger.
Like, dude, like I'm being real. Look, this is why we need like
Yeah,
fucking foster care and
you've
shit like
lowered the
that.
caliber of this conversation though. So
this is
yeah,
why we need
go,
life
go
savers.
to
way it
sleep.
could be
Go
any
to sleep,
lower.
mate.
Ill and you
Go to
shouldn't have
sleep.
This
children.
conversation
Don't
could
get
not be
someone's
any lower.
child. You can't do
I agree.
Agree, Jay.
Go
100%
to,
hit
go
rock
to,
bottom.
go to sleep, mate.
All right, now this guy, Bob Weber, you're fucking wrong.
I don't know
Like,
that the
look,
debate ever
I
actually
guess so.
started.
So
Yeah.
True.
At 8 o'clock, it did.
No, it hasn't actually
So
ever
do you
started
think
because it's never. There's the
KJV
topic of the debate has never
The,
even been
the
discussed.
debate after party.
No,
No,
once
this
again,
isn't even. The debate never
Look,
even
if you
started.
have
KJV,
children,
you
I
have
don't
actually
care.
not
Look, the
ever
state took them
spoken
away
about
for
the
a
debate
reason.
topic. You
Hey,
jumped
mate,
to
yeah?
the
off
topic.
red. I
KJV,
want
you
you
have
to
a
You
know
wouldn't
that
trust your
nothing goes
children
over her
with
head.
Mr.
Her
Amy Newman,
reflexes are way too
who
quick.
wants to
Listen,
slice your children up. You're not going to give your kids to
KJV,
Mr. Amy Newman.
Whatever.
listen.
Inject,
No, like
he
my
wants to
children are in
inject
good hands
and
for the
slice
most
and
part.
castrate
Like,
children.
The
No.
debate's supposed to be
KJV,
about the
you
existence
never have
of God.
children.
Can we get
Get,
back to that?
hey, girl,
You know that
get like
if
one
I
of
was
those
ever
fucking
your
cool arm
child,
shots
bro,
because
I'd
you
kill
know that you're a
myself.
vulnerable individual, right? It's just easy. Don't have children, KJV.
Constructive.
You're a
Bro,
fucking
yeah,
lunatic.
Can we
man,
move
you
on?
would
Hey,
like
Just
fucking
wait a second.
I'll take
If you
I'll
actually
take that
thought
advice,
that,
but
wait a
just
minute,
don't
if you
breathe.
actually thought, wait a
Don't
second, if you
breathe.
actually, just wait a
Don't breathe.
second, 2 seconds. If you
Don't
actually
breathe,
thought,
mate.
if you actually thought Amy Newman doesn't have a good position, your best approach would be to let her say what she says and then refute her intellectually as opposed to running your mouth
Mr.
over top of her.
No. This is a debate between me and this man. It's a debate. This is a fight. You can't be getting all emotional now. You shouldn't even be talking right here.
You're the
Well,
emotional
you've
one.
been emotional the entire time.
This is
the
not. This is not. This is not for you.
You're
This is
not
not
even
for you.
able. You're not even letting
And
her
you're
talk.
mad. I crushed
Being
Mr.
very
Amy Newman, and you're
emotional
mad.
about-
You're emotional,
You don't
and
have
you're
the
mad.
intellectual capability of actually responding.
Oh
All
my
you're
god!
doing is running your mouth.
Benny, you
Oh,
have
but good
14
This is a
response.
minutes.
battle. This is a battle.
Good
This is a
response.
fight.
That sounds like what you would do
This
in a
is a
third grade
battle.
class.
Nobody's gonna pause because you're emotional.
I knew it would go
KJV
this way, Benny. I
ranting
tried
is
telling
not
you. I knew it would go this way.
You're gonna give your kids to Mr. Amy Newman, who says he's gonna slaughter and slice them up.
Amy Newman. What was the point you were trying to make?
I guess I'll just finish in my my closing with Ricky Gervais. So we could burn each and every holy text. Chances are religion would come back, but none of these stories would be the same. But we could burn every science book, and it would not change anything. Slowly but surely, each fact would make its way back into the new text. The speed of light would not change. Gravity would not change. Nor evolution. Nor evolution. So, when it comes to God and religion, not only should we chuck this superstitious belief along with all the systems that follow, but we should find better, stronger ways of making tradition, family, and community ourselves. Thank you. And there we go. It only took, I think, an hour and 30 minutes. I am now officially done my opening statement. There we
You got a
go.
bunch of children. You can't even let her finish.
Nearly 40 years
You can't even
old,
let her
dressed up as
talk
a
for a
little
minute.
girl.
No.
Use it as
It's like
a comedian to
So
argue
KJV's
about
entire
Bible.
line is Amy Newman is
The thing
not
is,
a
we have like all these
Christian
Granny,
can't
and
like
that there are
nearly
UFOs in the Bible. This is
penis
literally
and
what I'm
balls.
trying to get
Wait,
you
how
to
about anyone that wants to have an
formulate a
You gotta
full
go, Mr.
sentence
Newman.
or a full
Let
thought.
off-brand talk. Let off-brand talk.
about the Bible.
Mr. Newman, you've got to go.
Yeah. This is the Call of Duty.
To go in 15 minutes.
Call of Duty lobby. Hell yeah,
Nigger.
boy. Benny Yama gets it.
Reminds
Yeah,
me.
you guys ain't saying nothing, but even Amy Newman made a
Sure.
good point. Why don't we
Mr.
call
Newman,
that thing and go down
honestly,
that way?
you made the weakest case
No,
there possibly
KJV,
was.
you
She didn't
And
even
then
make
you're,
a
and
case.
you're talking about Ricky fucking Gervais, mate. Ricky fucking Gervais. And you as a man who dresses up as a little girl and you're pretending to be a little girl. And this is how you end it? That is how you end it? That was just so weak. Come on.
Homegirl, look, if you need a caretaker, I can help you out with that NHS shit. You sound like you got a British accent. So,
Dressing
like,
up
if you need
as
it,
a
I can
little
help
girl.
you out.
Come on, nearly 40 years old. You know?
Me ain't
And we're
14
debating
years
about the
old.
Bible, and you're talking about Ricky fucking Gervais.
Wait, are you? Wait, we got a
You
14-year-old on
you
here?
were
Wait,
talking
just
about
absolute,
Star
just
being in the
absolute
Bible. I don't
weakness.
know who is
We're
on
talking about
crack here, but
creator and a god, and you're talking
Yo,
about
she's going through like that. Yeah, you talk to
Are
an
you
actual
14?
schizophrenic. I'm not trying to make
how
fun of KJV, but
just
damn, dude, this
sad
bitch
and
needs to
weak.
get like some help.
It's
Are
just
you
so sad and
14?
so weak.
Are you 14 years old?
So sad and so weak.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but you ever
KJV.
catch a
What
hook
the?
to the face or no?
A hook
Are
to
you
the face? Yeah, everyone been hit in the face before.
Yeah,
Everyone got into a
look like
fight.
a
You
Wait a minute.
grown
Wait
man,
a minute.
you know
Did I
how
hear
to.
she said she was
Inside of your
14?
head.
Are you
And
14 years old?
you're
Yeah, I
out
heard
from
that too.
Ricky fucking Gervais.
Yeah, you look like a
Are we
little
talking about the Bible?
We're talking. I'm asking you if you're 14 years old.
Well, no, but KJV,
Sorry,
you
who's
talk
talking
about
to you?
Star Wars
I'm not
being in the
talking to
Bible.
you.
I mean, I really
I'm
don't
talking to
know
Mr.
what
Newman.
crack
I'm
you are
talking to Mr.
smoking.
Amy Newman.
Mrs. Newman, actually.
KJV, you don't seem to be talking. You seem to be ranting.
Mr. Amy Newman.
Dude,
what is
that?
that?
That was the Charleston.
So fucking Franny howling like a dog. That's hilarious.
So is it over? You took a break in another VC. So it's still going on somewhere else? Wow. Look at
Is
that.
what
It's-
over?
We were just listening to a debate about God, and it evolved.
All I heard was
into-
someone was dumb enough to let off her leash screaming, so I left.
Oh, why you gotta talk like that about half the human species? You think half the people on the planet should be kept in cages and stuff? I don't believe you really think that.
No, I
think,
just don't think they should be allowed to drive cars or vote or do anything important. I'm not saying they should be slaves.
So you think that coming on Discord is important? This should be for men only?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to vote for a law that makes it prohibitive for women to get on the internet, but I don't necessarily care what they have to say.
Okay.
Are we in church?
I don't understand why you asked me what was going on in there if you were in there and you know what was going on in there.
You made a claim.
Crash. KJV,
Provide evidence for your
calm
claim.
down. Take time to yourself.
I'll be back.
Hey, who's this motherfucker?
That
with
was
the-
too little
with
of a
the
break.
The nebula in the background acting like that's gonna prove.
That
like,
other
the
guy was
stupid
like,
ass
so what
meme
was
in the
going on
front.
in there? Oh, I already know what was going on in there because I was just in there. It was a trick question.
Yeah, but KJV, look, homegirl that you were just talking shit about, she was trying to help you out in a low key way. She's being nice to you. Look, maybe you should take some time away. Calm down.
What was that?
Like fucking Kanye
Who was
West.
that?
You'll
What do
be
those letters say?
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Who are you? Who are
Do
you?
not
You.
scan
You're a
my
mess.
QR code.
That's what you are. You're a mess. You're not telling anyone shit. Shut the fuck
Holes
up.
aren't holes. They're
Jesus
black
Christ.
holes aren't holes. They're spheres.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm becoming.
Wait, zoom out. I
God
can't see it.
Damn. He
The
ran away.
You
primer
sound like a little high school teenage girl,
field.
dude. Why are you screeching?
No, it's someone who
I
would
can't-
actually fucking just throw
Wait,
you
I
in a
can't see
chokehold
what it
and
all
you die
says. I want to
for a
read this.
second.
Do not scan my QR code. Black holes aren't holes. They're
No one
spheres.
likes a
Vote him and
nigger,
I would
dog.
kill you. We
The
would kill you.
primer field cannot be
Get the fuck outta
measured,
here.
but
Come
can
here,
be
Yama.
replicated.
Shout one
Come
more
here,
fucking
Gravity
Yama.
time.
is
Shout
not
one more time. I'm done, bro. I'm
Come
something.
here, Yama. No one
Gravity is
cares
not
what
an
I said.
impedance on the
Muted.
space-time
Hey,
field
Yama, shut up.
that doesn't
Now it really
exist.
doesn't matter.
Anytime you want, pussy. You got my
Quiet for me.
address. Shut the fuck
There's
up.
no
God
way.
damn, bro, you're so fucking stupid. Your little smirk bothers me, bro. You smirk, and every time you smirk, I wanna fucking punch someone in the face.
Buddy, there's
Mighty Christian of you. Mighty Christian.
I want a clear answer, KJV. You are an adult. You are a legal 18 plus talking about adult subjects. As if not, then you shouldn't be here.
Wait, do you have to be 18 to be on the server?
She
I
said
know,
she
you
was
think you should
14.
Funny joke, Amy. Funny.
Debating, Amy.
Wait, you were a comedian, right?
I am a comedian.
Before you go, Amy, got a quick question. Are we
You guys suck
debating?
at
This is
comedy. I don't
automated.
know, but
Hang
let's
on,
talk
give me
about KJV
some
again.
time. Give me some time.
Send the
Give me some
level
time.
animated.
Okay,
Give me
no,
some
you
time.
don't have to be
Got a
8.
quick
No, you
question.
don't have to
Got
be
a quick
18.
question
Hey,
for
stop
Amy.
interrupting. Hey,
Give me
Yama,
some
Yama.
time, thanks.
Yama, stop interrupting. Be quiet.
Interrupting? What do you mean?
I've messaged.
Shut up.
Everyone's talking.
Benny, mute this
Amy.
motherfucker.
Bro, I don't like the.
Is that mean guy again?
Well, you can't be racist towards what's not human, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Like an IQ of 70 or below isn't quite sentient, in my opinion. I stand by what I said. I don't think they should be slaves. They just shouldn't be allowed to do anything important.
I don't think you really
No, I
think
don't
that.
think they.
I think you're just trying to
They
sound
should be in.
edgy.
No, I don't think they should be in society. I think they should just. We should put them on their nature reserve and give them the reparations, and keep them away from any civilization.
Okay. Well,
and I think we
I
mistreated
mean,
them. So.
hey, look, I'm not down with democracy either, but every man-made catastrophe in the last 6,000 years has been caused by people with a high IQ. Every war is
What, you mean
started
the
by people
Jews?
with a high IQ.
The
Well,
Jews,
or
they're
is that
not
your way of
Jews either. They're
agreeing
demons.
with me?
Yeah, don't say people with a high
Every
IQ. Just say the
people
Jews.
with
They
high
did it.
IQs are not they're not just inherently good for society and good leaders who do what's best for everybody. So if you're talking about society, IQ is not really a measure of what's best for society. Really, high
No.
IQs are
Dude, what I was gonna say is,
one
man,
of
like
the
they're close, but everyone just keeps over talking ultimated. Give me mod powers for like 2 seconds, man. I'm not gonna, I won't kick anyone, I promise.
Yeah, sure.
I'll kick you, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. You're gonna leave if you mute them. I get it, but like, dude, this guy, Yama, he just doesn't. He needs to be the center of attention all the time, and he needs to just zip it for like 2 seconds, you know? No, I know, but we need ultimated Judeo-Christian to be able to talk to people, you know, or else it's. Anyways, whatever, dude. Fine, do whatever you want. Yeah, he's talking now. I'm gonna go back.
Okay, good luck with that.
La da 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 da.
What are we up to here, eh?
Oh boy.
I just left the room with 57 people in it, all trying to scream over one another.
Well,
57. Did you
first of all,
count?
Steele, you have to stop asking me. Tell Benny to make you a mod. That's crazy.
Wait, who wants to be a mod?
You.
And I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to Benny. I had the time of my life. Sorry, sometimes I gotta just break out in the song.
I'm here. No, there's some debate on whether the debate is still a debate or not. So, I mean, it's just gotten ridiculous.
I thought we declared it is now the after party.
That was never a
Well,
debate.
according to Amy never got Amy's opening statement. I'm trying to be nice here. Because it went just how I thought it would. KJV will not stop talking no matter what you do. So I knew it would go exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she does that.
she's got a fire in her.
Isn't it a like mentally ill transgender anyway? So who cares?
Possibly.
I think that's what, most of the thought
So
process.
we don't need to worry.
Isn't that kind of redundant?
Well, we do
what's
need
a
to worry.
mentally ill
What?
transgender?
A
Like,
transgender.
is that like a greedy Jew? Aren't you? Isn't that kind of redundant?
Really close.
Why so many people in
I
VC
think so,
are they
Benny.
from Amy?
Why
That's
did you
why I
type
said
all
you got to
that and then
protect your
delete it
brand,
before
dude. Have it
anyone
here.
got to read it?
I'll mute everybody in there except KJV and Amy Newman. If I had mod powers, I'd mute everybody until they're done. But that ain't
No,
gonna
you
work.
should mute KJV because it's a woman and shouldn't be speaking with men.
But the transgender is not going to know how to control
Well,
the
yeah,
conversation.
of
It needs to
course.
go into its wife cage.
But I've been
keep
in like
going.
3 different debate servers so far, and everybody except the people debating gets to speak. And then you make a message in the VC or in the chat, and then they unmute you so you can ask your question.
But it's a woman. It doesn't need to speak. It needs to sit there and shit out babies. That's what it's there for.
She should probably be in the kitchen cooking for her husband, but
Exactly, or in the wife cage. Either way, just those 2 locations.
Well, then you get somebody like Yama in there, and Yama never stops talking either.
wait, is Is that the monkey who won't shut up, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, you got the right person.
Well, that's not a
Oh, yeah.
human, so you can mute that too.
He's one of those guys that likes to walk into any VC and hijack the conversation.
But he's special, you know, the oppression or something like that.
Oh yeah, he has diversity credits.
Right. Yeah, the Jews totally didn't bring his race to this country to be used as a weapon against the people who already lived here. That didn't happen.
No, not at all. In what world?
There's another homosexual crossdresser in there, and they're flaunting the QR code. I'm guessing it's for their Instagram.
Wait.
They're in like makeup and everything, but it's a guy with a
Yeah.
QR code on their screen. It's like, what?
I am revolted.
Do you really need people to know your Instagram that badly?
It's
Like, what am I supposed
imperative.
to do? Get my hopes up that you're wearing
Like the
makeup
QR
and
bar
you're-
says, "Don't scan this QR code."
Does it?
Yeah, it says,
That's what
"Don't
it says.
scan this."
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fuck's sake.
And it probably takes you to their Instagram anyways, because that works on idiots. Because idiots are going to scan that more often and get more Instagram followers if that's the tag you give it.
See, I should
do something. They're gonna do it.
I should get together with Muffin Man, and we should work together to design some flyers advocating the proliferation of the wife cage. Just pass them out around town.
He's a great salesman for the wife cage. I think he'll completely drive the company.
Wait, didn't you say you have a daughter?
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a cage to keep your wife in? You practice what you preach?
He's transitioning her to it. He's starting.
They have to be cage trained.
They got to be cage trained.
Yeah, it takes a while.
I heard him. He started
All right,
talking.
you're
to her
working
about
on
it,
that,
don't
huh?
worry.
Let me know how that goes. Get back to me on your progress.
How many of you guys wake up and jerk off in the morning? No,
I don't
you
really
definitely. Yeah,
do that
you
that
do.
often.
You do. Yeah, I know you do. How many more of you guys though? You guys wake up and first thought in your mind is pussy or no?
Never.
Not every morning. But
Of course not.
Yeah, I do it to empty myself out, for health reasons.
Actually, there's some solid science behind that. Like people, there have been like studies done. People who ejaculate more than, or at least once a day, are significantly less likely to have prostate cancer.
Yep. No, that's true. That is true.
Wait.
That is-
Where? Can you cite me that source really quick? Or
Yeah,
No, you can
sure.
Google
because
it.
that
I'll
sounds
just
like a
dig
lot
that
of
up.
That's like heavy duty blasphemy.
No,
What,
it,
masturbation?
You think
you
God
also
wanted
have
you
less.
to? You
You
think
also
God
the
wanted you to
endorphin release
ejaculate your?
helps.
You think God wanted you to ejaculate your seed over
It's
your
not about
furniture?
God. It's about just medical fact.
What? That you're less stressed when you jerk
Yeah,
off?
the
Or?
endorphin release is good for you anyway.
It's a
The
lot
the
of
Bible
Wait,
doesn't
hey,
have anything about
also, hold on.
doing
Shut the fuck up for a
exercise or cardio
Shut
or
the
not
fuck
eating
up.
McDonald's though.
Shut the fuck
The
up for a
Bible only
second.
says you're unclean until you take
No,
until evening.
no,
That's it.
no, no.
That's
Shut
law.
the fuck up for a second.
Yeah,
First
no,
of
that's
all,
true. I read it.
I read it.
What happened? Are we? Is it just us?
Benny escaped the trolls.
Yeah. Are we taking a break? Yes. So France beat Australia. Good God. So you think Argentina got paid off by Saudi Arabia? You insinuated that earlier. Yep. When are we going to start the new crusades? Sounds to me like the Muslims are making their move. I'm just playing. It's literally freezing cold outside, and my window is slid open about 1.5 feet, and it's cold in here. But is it cold in the room you're in, or just cold outside? Yeah, see me, I'm decided to go full on. Screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and start acclimating to the cold. And just be cold.
Are you getting ready for homelessness?
Yes.
Sweet. That's really cool, Nash. Get it? Can I get a drum roll?
Nash was already homeless. Yeah, but I wasn't really homeless. I was in my car for 6 weeks. Well, I was in my car for like 2 weeks, and then I was in my car again for 6 weeks.
So this time
Like
you're
a
gonna
week later.
go all in.
Yeah. But I did spend 2 nights out on the streets. One night I slept on a bench at a bus stop, and an old black man at like 3 or 4 in the morning walked up to me all covered in mud. And I feel like I summoned the most powerful summon of them all. The man in the mud. And he asked me where he was and how to get home. And he told me that he had tripped and he had fallen. And he was an old black man. And he was covered in mud and he had a walking stick. And he was dressed like in nice clothes, like he was on his way to church or something.
Sure that wasn't a dream?
Yes.
Okay.
This was like towards the end of May. Yeah, I remember it was towards the end of May. It was that week that I live streamed like 4 or 5 times in 1 week, and I bared my heart and soul, and I got rejected.
Did you ugly cry?
No, but I did scream and yell at the top of my lungs, and I punched some stuff, and then I think maybe somebody called the cops, but the cops stood down. Yeah, people saw me, people heard me. No, not 2 nights in a row, just one night, and then again when I got busted squatting in that abandoned building that I used to live in. And had to bounce real quick. Yeah, I told you that they busted me. But then I went back. Well, sort of. I think I got busted. Just to play it safe, I left. And I went to where there was some picnic tables, but there was 2 black ladies that were already homelessing it up. So I was like, oh man, these picnic tables are taken. So I went and laid down under the stars on like a big patio thing in this playground. It's quite uncomfortable to sleep on wood with no pillow or blankets or anything. Well, that all happened this year. Has this been the most adventurous year of mine? I don't know. Storming the. It's gonna be hard to top. It's gonna be hard to top leading a charge to overthrow the legislative branch of the federal government of the United States of America. That one's gonna be hard to top. That was probably the most exciting moment of my life. But then 2021 ended up being pretty boring, really. Not a lot happens.
Why don't
2020.
you turn yourself in? Then you don't have to be homeless.
True. 2020, I got to. 2020 was pretty exciting. 2020 started out with a bang because I was protesting Trump and his war in Iran with Antifa. I joined my comrades. Then I went to protest the Second Amendment in Richmond, Virginia, by representing Antifa in the crowd of. You're still recording? Well, I mean, at this point, not really much to record.